emerge every few months.
Kids under age 5 are still not able to get a COVID shot. The FDA has been waiting for more data from vaccine trials and now says it may be ready for a public review, setting 3 tentative dates in June to consider applications from Moderna and Pfizer. No confirmation yet from U.S. officials about the fate of a U.S. veteran in Ukraine. His family says Willie Cancel was killed while fighting alongside Ukrainian forces against Russia.
That Marine veteran is believed to be the first U.S. citizen to die while assisting Ukrainian forces here. He leaves behind a wife and a 7-month-old son. The veteran's wife said he was a hero, and all she wants for him is to come home and be given a proper burial. The Marine veteran was working for a private military contracting company on top of his full-time job as a corrections officer in Kentucky.
Fox's Matt Finn in Lviv, Ukraine. A member of ISIS, known for a British accent while killing Americans and others during beheading videos, has just been sentenced in Virginia to life in prison. Alexander Cote pleaded guilty to 8 counts, avoiding the death penalty. Under that plea deal, the U.S. also agrees to transfer Cote to his native England after 15 years in prison, but he can never be released. America is listening to Fox News.
Every 3 seconds, there's a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name or even selling your personal info on the dark web. Protecting your identity can be easy with LifeLock by Norton. LifeLock monitors your info and alerts you to potential identity threats. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but with LifeLock, it's easy to help protect yourself. Save up to 25% off your first year at LifeLock.com with promo code NEWS.
Emergencies can happen. No power, no lights, no news. Federal agencies urge you to have an emergency radio. This emergency radio doesn't need batteries, includes a super flashlight, NOAA weather band, long-range AM receiver, FM band, and a USB for cell phones. It retails for $30, but get it free with a discounted subscription to Newsmax magazine. Go to gettheradio.com. That's gettheradio.com or call toll-free 800-NEWSMAX. 800-NEWSMAX. This radio could save your life. Order to
Air Comfort Service Heating and Cooling weather with Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
Windy and 72 degrees this afternoon with changeable skies, and there will be some scattered showers, a couple of non-severe thunderstorms. Tonight, scattered showers, non-severe storms, mainly late tonight, 60. Saturday, scattered showers and storms, a possibility of some strong to severe weather mid to late afternoon. Saturday into Saturday evening, windy and 78. Sunday is spectacular, sunny, 73. This is 97.1 FM Talk Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
Come hang out with all of us at 97.1 May 4th.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
And so will I.
Along with some of the top thought leaders in the nation.
This is Hans von Spakowski from the Heritage Foundation. Looking forward to it.
This is Jim Carafano, and we are coming to see you in 97.1 Land.
It's a full 97.1 event, along with Heritage, and you're invited. May 4th at 7 at the Elks Lodge in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's all free. Let us know you're coming at 971talk.com.
When I talk about Andrea's steak sauce and I talk about Andrea's restaurant, I am absolutely talking about gourmet. I'm talking about an experience, if you go to the restaurant, that you've never had before, unless you've been there, that you'll not have anywhere else. Let's put it that way. But with the steak sauce, what's interesting is that you are getting gourmet, but it's so easy. And I'm not trying to do like an infomercial here, like, oh, just set it and forget it. But we do put Andrea's sauce over a whole pan of chicken thighs, for instance, and we just put it in the oven and pull it back out. And we've done basically nothing. And you're having a really high class protein. You know, this is something that I call the great equalizer because I'm not a great cook. My wife is a very good cook, but she'll still use Andrea's because she knows well, it's actually that easy to get the taste that sometimes she'll take an hour to prepare. And of course, there's the St. Louis connection. Andrea's sauce and Andrea's salad dressing are both made right here in the Metro East of St. Louis, and it's world famous, locally renowned Andrea's steak sauce. You can pick up a bottle of either one of them at the restaurant, or you can get it at andreas.com. Also, Schnucks, Straub's, and Dierberg's.
You found the one? Now find the ring. Come to Shane Company. Our team of jewelry consultants will do whatever it takes to help you find the perfect engagement ring. Not only are we knowledgeable about diamonds and sapphires, ring settings, and financing options, but we're problem solvers too. Just the other day, a guy came in who wanted to surprise his girlfriend with a spectacular engagement ring, but he wasn't certain what style she would like. So we came up with a great solution. Get a classic solitaire diamond ring for the proposal, then set up an appointment to come back as a couple and create her dream ring. He did just that. He selected a 1 1/4 carat oval diamond and had it set in a solitaire ring setting. Then, after the proposal, he and his fiancée came back together and swapped it for a pave ring setting and added a halo decorative crown to give it even more sparkle. When she put it on, she was beaming. He pulled off an amazing proposal, and she got the ring of her dreams.
Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
Do you have an open wound on your foot or leg that is below the knee? If so, you may qualify for a research study being conducted to evaluate the safety and effectiveness of an investigational medication that may improve blood flow and help with healing. Qualified participants will receive all study-related treatment at no cost. You will be compensated for your time and travel. If you are 18 years or older and have a non-healing wound, please call 314-707-2347. Again, the number is 314-707-2347.
Worried about what you're breathing in? With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. Navage. Available at Navage.com.
We're all on this planet together, so join Odyssey and find your one thing. Stock up on reusable bags for the grocery store, and be sure to recycle paper, bottles, and cans to make every day Earth Day. Join Odyssey, and together, each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow. What's your one thing?
Odyssey.com is a universe of audio, and it's where you can download the app to stream 97.1 FM Talk. The Odyssey app. Download it today and stream anytime from anywhere.
Where St. Louis comes to talk.
97.1 FM Talk. This hour of the Annie Frey Show is sponsored by The Loading Dock. River views, outdoor dining, live music, and overnight accommodations. The Loading Dock on the river in Grafton, Illinois.
That is exactly what I needed to hear.
Thank God someone here knows what they're talking about.
That's us. That's right. Gotta love this American ride.
Right, you need to take the time and get the full picture.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Saturday and I won't be long.
Don't get me wrong, I love the ladies. I mean, they rev my engine, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is Anchor Man, not Anchor Lady.
What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart.
Goodness sake, kid. Keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
I'm not America's sweetheart.
This is the Annie Frey Show.
Welcome to the Annie Frey Show. Of course, the first thing I see when I look at this clip sheet that Brad has prepared for me, thank you for doing this, I see her name is Nina from the new Ministry of Truth, which is the creepiest name for this effort that the Biden administration is putting together. Brad, while I'm talking here, can you look up, like, does the government itself have a written explanation of what the Ministry of Truth is supposed to do? Like, okay. I want to know what our tax dollars is investing here, what they think is a really good idea. If you come up with that at some point here, let me know what it is. But they've put in charge of the Ministry of Truth Nina Jankowicz. Is she a former TikToker that just happened? Where does this woman come from?
I have no idea.
I can't do this to people. It's Friday. This is not, like I said, Jack Posobiec tweeted it last night, and he said, I saw this, so you have to see this. And I said, Jack, this is not how you treat people.
That was her as well?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's awful.
She just has a huge... There was one more that popped up when I was pulling audio, and I'm like, no, I'm not pulling that one.
The worst thing is it's a Mary Poppins song that she ruined. I almost said something bad there. Mary Poppins, if you did not know, is the queen. Not the Disney princess, but the Disney queen. She is the best. I aspire to be Mary Poppins. I don't want to be any of these forlorn princesses who need to go on a journey to find themselves. Mary Poppins needs no man, and in fact, she comes and she like whips the man of the story into shape. Did you know that Mary Poppins is actually about Mr. Banks and not about Mary Poppins and not about the kids?
Yes.
That he is the central person in that movie.
Yes.
Hannah, put Hannah's microphone on here. She's busy ordering emos, which is a very important task here. You a Mary Poppins fan? You familiar?
No.
Have you
bad person to bring on?
No. Have you ever seen Mary Poppins?
Yes,
I think it's
a long time ago.
kind of impossible to avoid Mary Poppins.
Yes.
I know we're hating on Disney, but this is like Walt Disney.
Yes.
Not
everybody knows Mary Poppins.
Bob Chapek, woke crap Disney. This is original Disney. Mary Poppins might be the most perfect movie ever made. And I say this because like the lead woman, the mom, you know, she's a protesting feminist who comes home and folds her hands and does everything that her husband says. And like, she's just a bored, protesting housewife who the entire movie is about hiring a nanny to come take care of her kids so she can go gallivanting and
I saw this in a
protest.
play last summer.
Was it
I do know Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins?
Yes. Surprise, I do know.
It is such a funny, smart movie, and there's so many important lessons in it. And if you saw Saving Mr. Banks, which has Tom Hanks as Walt Disney, and I can't remember what the lead actress's name is who plays the woman who authored Mary Poppins, you start to learn where the story Mary Poppins came from. But it's just a fantastic movie. And like I said, Mary Poppins needs no man. And there apparently is a huge, there's like a legend behind it, or a speculation that Mary Poppins is a witch. Have you ever heard that suggestion?
Ooh.
Yeah, I was at my friend's restaurant, and it's in downtown Lebanon, and every year around Halloween sometime they have like a witch festival. So all these women were walking around dressed.
Witch festival?
Yes. And all these women are walking around dressed like, you know, stereotypical witches. And then there are the couple that's
just generally suburban life.
Yeah. And then they're walking around. There's a couple that like you can tell they actually think that they are.
Oh.
But anyway, they were
taking it a little too seriously.
The one lady came in dressed like Mary Poppins. And I think I messaged you and I was like, is Mary Poppins a witch?
Yeah, it's bizarre. No, she's not a witch. She's Mary Poppins. There's only one of a kind, practically perfect in every way. Man, have you heard this, Hannah? Have you heard this Ministry of Truth person singing supercalifragilistic something?
Unfortunately, I did.
How'd you feel afterwards? Sick? You gonna be able to eat your emos after this?
I don't know. It it was disturbing. I felt disturbed.
But it's so yummy. Emos is so good.
Yes.
And this is so bad. It's really a test of time. Okay, let's just do it. Just real quick.
Is really quite ferocious. It's when a huckster takes some lies and makes them sound precocious by saying them in Congress or a mainstream outlet. So disinformation's origins are slightly less atrocious. It's how you hide a little lie.
Oh my gosh.
It's how you hide a little lie. When Rudy Giuliani shared that intel from Ukraine, or when TikTok influencers say COVID can cause pain, they're laundering disinfo, and we really should take note and not support their lies with our wallet, voice, or vote. Oh, information laundering is really quite ferocious.
Okay, now do the Durham probe, crazy lady.
No joke. Seriously. Yikes.
How do these people sleep at night? How do I sleep at night? I don't. I know that I have a problem, but it's not because of that. How do they know what's going on in the world? Like truly know, oh man, this is going not the way that we expected it to. How do they truly know that and still go all in? What is so valuable to them that they're willing to compromise themselves so much?
I don't think that they know things are going bad. I think that they have convinced themselves that they are utterly perfect in every way.
Practically
Perfect in every way. And
I like utterly in this circumstance a little bit more.
Utterly perfect in every way. And they just believe that they're right. And it doesn't matter what the evidence shows because it just hasn't played out long enough to show that they were actually right in the end. And they just believe that they're correct. And that's how they go in. There's no doubt in any of their minds that they know what is true and what isn't, which is, to me, the most disturbing thing. How do you know that you know what is true?
I couldn't have asked for a better lead into today's YouTube live chat poll, because this is something that, as I was putting this together here, the poll together, I was thinking, like, the more I think about it, the more I don't really know how I would vote in this. So I'm going to kind of think about it throughout the show, and we'll talk about it, and we'll get your thoughts on the live chat on the Annie Frey YouTube channel or the Annie Frey Show Facebook page. YouTube's a lot smoother to run, but you can watch us there. Also Twitch and Twitter. Here's the poll. Is the failing Biden administration which of the following? This inept, this calculating, or it's not failing? And you might think that if they're this calculated, that they're not failing. But you might also not think that it is ineptitude or super, like Mr. Burns calculating as they sit at their desk and twiddle their thumbs. You might just think, no, this is going great. And if you think that, I would like to meet you. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Do you have an immediate reaction to this poll? You know exactly how you're going to vote now?
I've already voted.
What'd you vote?
Inept.
You think it's ineptitude.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's also important that I explain what I mean by Biden administration.
Mm-hmm.
The president of the United States and the people who are directly in contact with the president of the United States. So if you feel like Joe Biden is as clueless, we do. It's the first clip. That clip of him trying to say kleptocracy yesterday, I hesitate even playing it. It's horrible. It's so sad to watch, and it's terrible to listen to. The people who are writing these speeches for this president and putting the word kleptocracy in it almost makes me feel like they want him to fail. That this is maybe it's not been part of the whole plan, but plan A right now is we got to get rid of this guy. So the Biden administration has to include, when I'm in this question, the Biden administration has to include Joe Biden. You can't, when you vote in this poll, I don't want you to think that I'm talking about like some shadow government situation. This is a Biden administration, and we're talking about Joe Biden. So if you think that he has no idea what's going on, then and that this is just all a cluster, so to speak, then you're going to vote inept. If you think that Joe Biden came into this presidency knowing his certain condition and knowing that he may not be as quick and up to speed in his ability to deliver or whatever, he might have understood that, but he knew, I'm going to have this whole crew around me, and these are our goals, A, B, C, D, and E. And if they are together accomplishing those goals, even though to us, or maybe just specifically to me, I won't speak for you, it looks like not failure, it looks like disaster. If you think that what is taking place right now is what they want, then you're going to vote that it's calculating. And if you look at the world right now and you say, no, things are actually going great, and he's not getting a fair shake in the media, and he isn't doing poorly, and everything I say about him on the air every day that is a criticism, I'm wrong about all of that, please go to the Anti-Frey YouTube channel and vote for It's Not Failing and subscribe. Even you. Yeah. I'm curious to see how this shakes out, because I think that the obvious immediate vote is ineptitude, and you might be able to sit there and think about it and move into calculating, but I think it's ineptitude. My question, Brad, is, do they even care? Because I was listening to Outnumbered on the way into work here, Outnumbered on Fox News, and I think it was Emily Campagno was saying something to the effect of, do we not have standards for the most powerful office really in the world? Do we not have a standard to bring the very best to the presidency? Do these people not care that they haven't brought their best? And I'm driving and I'm thinking, you know what? If what they cared about was simply no Trump, then this is better than what it was to those people. Is this a preferable way to live in this country where there are fires around every corner that people are pretending aren't there, so they grow and they grow and they grow? There are people in this country who, if they had to vote today between the same people who ran last time, Biden and Trump, would still very willfully and confidently vote to put Biden in, the Biden that they know now, because Donald Trump is that big of a threat to them for whatever particular personal reason.
That bothers me at my core.
You know, it's true, though.
Oh, I know it's true. And I think that's what bothers me more, because that is the ultimate virtue signal, right? These people are saying, I don't care how bad it gets for anybody else. I'm a good person because I voted for Biden over Trump, and Trump is such a horrible person.
How selfish.
It's incredibly selfish. You were talking about fires around every corner. I'm sitting here thinking, it's hard to find baby formula. Imagine being a single mother trying to find baby formula, and this joker's over here saying, I voted for Biden because I'm a good person, and that makes me a good person. How stupid does that sound? That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Brad got angry.
Brad always gets angry, and he sits on it and he tamps it down. But this is stupid.
We're taking the lid off today. We're gonna get a steamed Brad Range here on the show.
Steamed
today.
broccoli.
What green food? What else gets you really worked up? I want to plan these accordingly.
What else?
I need
the
to
biggest thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The way people drive. Oh my gosh.
Women.
No.
You didn't fall for that one.
No. You know what grinds my gears? Guys that fall for that one.
Yeah, that's okay. Them too. All right. Well, we're going to talk a lot about this. Larry on YouTube says Brad is on all caps fire. So maybe we need angry Brad. Maybe we
not
need
yet. This is just a smolder.
I know. I need to stoke this fire and poke at it. People, help me. I want to get Brad angry. I didn't know it was possible. I'm going to work hard today. Prepare yourself. I'm excited about our next guest.
Me too.
You've been hearing a lot about Darren Bailey lately? I've been hearing a lot about Darren Bailey lately. Darren Bailey is a state senator in Illinois right now. He's running for governor. He's running for the Republican nomination to be the governor of Illinois. Can he win? Well, he sure thinks so. I've watched him go from freshman state house representative from Southern Illinois, move to the Senate. He won handily in both of those circumstances. Certainly, he is in a heavily red district, but he wants to take on J.B. Pritzker, and he wants to restore some conservative common sense ideals to the way Illinois is run. And there are a lot of things that are being thrown out there about Darren Bailey that I want to give him the opportunity to respond to. So we're going to have Darren Bailey on when we come back, which I'm super excited about. And if you haven't met Darren Bailey yet, you're going to get to meet him here in a minute, but we're also going to give you all of the ways that you can connect with him. And we are working to have all of the governor candidates on. We've had Richard Irvin in studio. We've had Paul Schimpf in studio. We've had Jesse Sullivan on. You got Gary Rabine coming on next week.
I got Jesse Sullivan lined up next week.
And Gary Rabine soon?
The following week.
Yeah. So we're having them all, because I know every time I have one on, people say, Annie, you should really talk to Paul Schimpf. And I'm like, he was in the studio a couple weeks ago. So we are working through all of them. I do love hearing who you're looking at. But when we come back, Darren Bailey on the Annie Frey Show. Don't go away.
You're listening to the Annie Frey Show. Find the podcast, on-demand audio, and more at 971talk.com/Annie.
Jim Carafano and Hans von Spakovsky from Heritage Foundation are joining all of us at 97.1 this Wednesday.
And you're invited. It's a full 97.1 event along with Heritage.
We'll all be there this Wednesday. Just RSVP at 971talk.com. Life happens, and suddenly you need to sell your home. When life happens, for whatever the reason, you need a real estate agent you can trust and count on to help sell your home for the highest price with the least hassle possible. Hey, it's Mark Cox here. I'm sure you know a realtor or two. Everyone does. But I only trust and endorse one agent. Let me tell you about my friend and realtor Gloria Liu with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty and why you should call. Gloria Liu already has thousands of buyers. She has the experience and the expertise to help you when you need it most. Fact is, Gloria sells 2 times faster for 5% more money on average when compared to other agents, just like she did for Gary in St. Louis, thousands over asking price. When life happens, call the real estate agent I trust. Call Gloria Liu at 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well,
Trying to find a needle in a haystack? Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
This is Tracy again with Acropolis Technology Group, and yeah, I'm going to talk again about another facet of security and how it could affect you. Most of you know what two-factor authentication is because most banks and financial institutions have been using it for years. Heck, my son can't even access his Xbox account without receiving a code sent to his phone. If Microsoft wants my teenager to use two-factor authentication to protect his V-Bucks account, doesn't it make sense for your employees to use it when they access your organization's software and data? At a minimum, you should be using 2FA to access your Microsoft 365 account, and if you're not, do that today. At Acropolis, our 2FA not only protects your Microsoft accounts, but also your corporate assets, regardless of where your employees work and where you keep your data. I know IT isn't how most of you want to spend your day, but from one business owner to another, you need to feel comfortable that these protections are in place. If you aren't satisfied with what you find, we can help, and it's more reasonable than what you think. Visit us on the web at acropolistech.com. That's acropolistech.com. Protect, optimize, grow. We are Acropolis Technology Group.
Looking to sell your house without all the hassle and pricey repair costs? Great! Because Chris Buys Homes in St. Louis loves buying fix-up homes in any condition, as is, no fees and no commissions. Call 314-782-8000, and Chris Buys Homes in St. Louis will give you a cash offer right now. No strings attached. We buy inherited houses, divorce houses, trashed houses, even those my tenant won't pay rent houses. Call Chris at 314-782-8000 and find out how easy it is to work with us. That's 314-782-8000. Do you think your home will be difficult to sell? Easy. Our team will provide you with personal guidance through our short and simple process to turn your house into a pile of gold. Just call Chris at 314-782-8000. 314-782-8000. That's 314-782-8000. And let Chris worry about everything.
It's time for an $89 AC tune-up.
ChevroClaim.com.
The Annie Frey Show is streaming online. Watch us live on YouTube and subscribe.
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. It is Friday, which is our favorite day of the week, of course. And very excited to talk to our next guest, a friend of mine who I have worked with on the campaign trail for years now, running for governor in the state of Illinois. You've heard his name on the show before, but you've probably also heard his name in a commercial here and there. And we're going to ask him some questions and give him the opportunity to set it straight. Darren Bailey is joining us now. Darren, thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, good afternoon, Annie. And I love the Crowder intro. That's right there's the problem with our state and our nation is all this nasty lies that are taking place, and we got to put the devil on the run, and all this is going to stop.
Well, you know, the thing that I'm going to ask you here, and I want you to know, I'm going to ask you about some questions that people who are listening to this station are in our area. I'm seeing the ads on my YouTube channels when I'm watching stuff. It's the Illinois Republican primary is really starting to get hot, and people are very invested in fixing this state. And I think it's really important that we all remember, and I know this is a focus of yours, that the person who we have to beat in the state of Illinois is J.B. Pritzker. You just have to win a primary before we can get there. And I'm going to read to you Gary from our YouTube channel's comment here. It says, Annie, please ask him about the soundbite where he says, quote, I may have voted for Biden, end quote. It sounds like a very small clip. We're all hearing it. Did you vote for Biden? and why might you have voted for Biden?
Okay, thank you for asking that question. I'm glad to have the opportunity. First and foremost, and you can find these messages that we're spreading out, I have never, ever supported a Democrat. I want to make sure that you understand I was with President Trump in the middle of December, and I was with him this past Wednesday. So where did that come from? Check out Rush Limbaugh's Operation Chaos of 2008. Cindy and I, we participated in that. In 2008, there was John McCain. John McCain maybe had the nomination sewed up on the Republican side of things, and Rush Limbaugh said, if you don't have a statewide or a local contested Republican race, consider pulling a Democrat ballot, because Obama was rising in those days, and he actually suggested that you vote for Hillary Clinton. That's been 14 years ago. I'm very busy farming that time of year. So the question is, did I vote for Biden then? My answer is, I'm really not sure. Here, let me tell you what I told this person that was recording me. I said I showed up in the ballot, did what Rush Limbaugh asked, pulled the Democrat ballot, walked into the booth, and I stood there, and I realized I cannot vote for Obama or Hillary. And I wished I would have went back and asked for a different ballot, but I didn't. What I do remember is at that point in time, Biden was on the ballot still, but he had dropped out of the race by the time the primary came into the state. So I'm having this conversation with the person, and I said, I don't really recall. I don't know if I voted, but I do recall thinking that, you know, and I may have voted for him. And I really can't remember, and I honestly don't. So that I said that, bam, there's your clip. And then, you know, they bring it out, obviously, you know, trying to make it sound like I voted for Biden in the 2020 election against President Trump, of which I was a Trump alternate delegate. So that is the only time in my life that I pulled the Democrat ballot. And that's the story behind it.
So just to make it abundantly clear so that I completely understand, we're speaking with Darren Bailey, who is an Illinois state senator right now running for governor in the state of Illinois. He is in the Republican primary. Just to make it super clear to everybody who's listening right now, you may have voted for Biden, but it was due to a Rush Limbaugh initiative in 2008 in a primary, and you're not even sure you did it. It was actually a calculated measure to potentially help the Republican Party.
That is correct. And like I said, Rush Limbaugh, if you Google Operation Chaos, he was asking for people to vote for Hillary Clinton to stop Obama's rise to power. And like I said, I do specifically remember when I got in there, just like I will, you know, I'll never say that I could not vote for either two of those. But I knew that Biden stepped out. I thought, well, here's harmless. I'm just going to vote this way and move on. That's what I vaguely remember. And like I said, the other kicker to that is I've not been politically acclimated until, you know, I got ticked off with the tax increase, served local school boards and did things locally. But politicians lie, cheat, and steal. So I've always voted. I voted Republican and always kind of been removed out of the process. So that's the story on that one.
Well, I really appreciate the answer to that because, you know, we're speaking with Darren Bailey right now. A lot of people who listen to the show may have listened to Rush Limbaugh. I know that I grew up, I was a Rush baby, and this is the time slot that Rush used to be in. And rest his soul, he really created an industry where conservative measures and action could formulate from. And I've got people commenting right now. G-Wibs in our YouTube chat says, I remember Operation Chaos. It's something that you can go check out for yourself. And I think it's a very plausible story. I'm glad you shared that with us. Let me ask you about...
Here's the deal,
yeah, go ahead.
The spin. Remember O'Reilly's spin zone. The Democrats are masters at this. We Republicans stand on the House floor, the Senate floor, and we argue bills. And then even recently at midnight, the last day, when they're passing these ridiculous trailer bills for law enforcement, of which they created the problem, and we would stand up, the Republicans would stand up and tell them this isn't enough, we need to repeal everything. And they would tell us, hey, well, haven't you been aware crime's rampant? We need to do something to help police law enforcement, when they created the problem. And that's exactly, we've got, you know, Mayor Richard Irvin who is telling these lies, and this man has actually voted Republican once in his life, yet to spin the story over that That's what they do, and that's what is so dangerous with this politics in general, not only in Illinois but in Washington.
We're speaking with Darren Bailey, who is an Illinois state senator from Southern Illinois, running for governor to take on J.B. Pritzker. People who listen to the show know that I am fully invested in beating J.B. Pritzker, and I've said many times that we have a lot of great people who are running in this primary, and I would support any of them to beat J.B. Pritzker. Now, I'm watching the attacks that are coming predominantly from the Irvin campaign towards you. And I'm curious about the other one. I don't see a lot of substance coming, like substantive criticisms of you going back to something that you said about something you might have done in 2008. Doesn't really attack who you are going to be in 2023 should you become the governor of the state of Illinois. What else? What other kind of things that are out there right now would you like the opportunity to clear up or respond to?
Hey, thank you very much. And it's obvious why he is attacking me, because we are leading in the polls. He has spent $12.5 million. He has outspent us 39-1. Realize that. And every bit of his advertising has been to attack me. So he goes on to say that I raised taxes by 81% during my tenure for 17 years on the North Clay School Board. Anybody that has served on a school board out there knows that you could potentially serve your entire lifetime and not create that on North Clay School. So I served for 17 years. 14 of those years, the boards that I served on asked for levy extensions. Schools by law can ask for 4.9% extensions every year, and some schools asked for the maximum amount. During my term for 14 years, averaged 2% ask. And it was because we would go to the community and tell them, we got shortchanged by the state. We're going to have to let teachers go. We're going to have to let programs go. The community came and said, nope, we would rather an average of the 2% equated to about $5 a household. And but here's where the 81%, again, here's where the twisted lies come. You take the 14 years that we actually asked for the levy extension and divide that by the 17 years that I served on the board. Guess what you get? You get 81.6%. So his ads say that I increased taxes. I, one member of 7, increased taxes by 81%. Our school district in my county, Clay County, North Clay Unit 25, look us up and do your research. We are the 7th lowest taxed bodies in the state of Illinois, yet where Mayor Irvin hails from in Kane County and the city of Aurora, he is the 3rd highest taxed in the state of Illinois. So there's how you get your twist again. The other attack that I've been hit hard on, I have been the only state legislator and certainly the only governor candidate standing up saying that I want to protect pensions for state workers. Anybody knows, any state worker knows that if we don't address this, their pension, their earned obligation is at risk. No one says, nope, everything's fine 20 years from now, I believe my retirement's coming in. I stood up and did some things legislatively to try to raise awareness, and yet Governor Pritzker and my opponents say, well, gosh, Darren's trying to take everybody's pensions away. That is a flat-out lie as well. I am the only one looking at preserving these and trying to make sure that these people get what they were promised. But the typical politics and the spin zone kicks in, and this is what we wind up with.
We're speaking with Darren Bailey, who is running for governor in the state of Illinois and in a hotly contested primary for the Republican Party right now. I want to dig in on that a little bit. Talk to me about the value of the public worker in the state of Illinois and how your governorship would affect them.
Oh gosh, so there's a problem, and we're lacking with state police officers. Where people don't want to come and teach anymore. People are fleeing law enforcement. The state is indeed having trouble attracting, good candidates to work on our roads and to Illinois Department of Natural Resources. We know DCFS is a train wreck, and it's all because there's no accountability up top. People call me every day. I'd love to be able to do Facebook Lives and make stories public of the disasters of all of agencies, but unfortunately, they're just telling me things, so I know, and they obviously don't want to go on record with them. But a person of integrity and moral fortitude being at the helm and putting the proper men and women at heads of these agencies. And, let's not forget about it. The Illinois State Board of Education, a lot of people forget that the governor is responsible for filling those positions. Dr. Ezike, who just, the governor appoints her, the head of the Illinois State Police. The governor appoints that person. So having it's all about people, having the right people in the right positions. And, when I was on I'll tell you, here's a story. When I was on the North Clay School Board of Education from 1995 to 2012, the last 12 years I served as board president. During that tenure, the non-certified staff dissolved their union because they didn't need it, because we would sit at the table and work with them on any problems and got their pay up high. The 3 negotiations that we went through, not one of those entailed union involvement. We sat at the table and got it done, because at the end of the day, we have to treat people with respect. We have to pay them what they're worth, a competitive wage. And that's the kind of integrity that I believe. And like I said, accountability. Somebody's not doing their job correctly, they're going to get called out. We're going to deal with that. But I believe Illinois will be a wonderful place to work.
Gary says on YouTube, I've been a cop for 42 years. I'll stay around if he gets elected. I mean, your message is resonating with people in this state. I want to ask you, if I may, about our teachers, our education system, the CRT that we know has been federally funded through COVID-19 dollars, billions of dollars that has gone into making sure that CRT is part of the education of our kids from like preschool on in the state of Illinois. It's incredibly important to the current administration in the state of Illinois that they get into our classrooms very soon. And I want to talk to you, I want you, when you respond to this, to talk to me about our educators, because these are people who are often invested in the teachers union, but also often very much so very angry at their teachers union. They're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. They don't agree with the CRT that is in existence right now. The public union that's supposed to support them really is just supporting the Democratic Party and is going to be working hard to make sure that you never, ever, ever see the inside of the governor's mansion.
My state representative office during COVID and now my Senate office is inundated with calls from Department of Correction workers, teachers, healthcare workers who are their backs against the wall if they don't want to do the vaccine or testing or the mask wearing or whatever. But yet the unions have been silent to all of this. And we've stood up and offered a lot of people help. So they do have an option. You don't have to be a member of the union. There is an option. And unfortunately, the Illinois Education Association and Planned Parenthood are responsible for SB 818, the sex education bill. It's disgusting, and we must get it out of our schools. It does not even the fact that it's an option. It has to disappear. CRT was written into the rules. It can be written out of the rules. I believe in school choice. I believe the money should follow the child. Obviously, we've got to rebrand and rebuild a public education. But right now, for the last 4 years that I've been involved in government and prior to that, the Democrats and Pritzker just want to throw money. If we got a problem, throw money. More money, more money. We're among the highest. Our education system spends, I think it's the 5th or 6th highest in the nation, yet we're at the bottom of the barrel. So those days have to change. And I do believe in school choice. I do believe that the money should follow the child. And I will be standing up for that. We will get CRT out of our classrooms. The goal is to return power to the parents. It already exists. It's already there. But the heavy hand of a tyrant like Pritzker has forced people to believe that he's the one that gets to make the rules, and those days are coming to an end.
Last question for you. We're speaking with Darren Bailey. He's an Illinois state senator, and he is running for governor in the state of Illinois. He's currently in the Republican Party. I need to know, everybody listening right now who can vote for you needs to know that you can ultimately beat J.B. Pritzker. You obviously need to win the Republican primary, but if you do, you have to be able to beat the guy who's in charge right now. Do you have the necessary means and support and funds, do you think, to go the whole way?
I do. He's already beaten. And let's not forget that even Ken Griffin, who is supporting Irvin has also committed to support the Republican candidate. So, I've had a family, a predominantly pro-life conservative family, get behind us and has been supporting us. We've got a $2.5 million matching funds for anybody that wants to donate, through the middle of May. Absolutely. When you Cindy and I get on our Facebook page, BaileyForIllinois.com, look our Facebook page up, Darren Bailey for Governor, see what we're doing every day. We've been in Chicago more than we've been home, and people are tired, they're frustrated, they're scared. Public safety is number one, education is number two, high taxes number three, voter integrity is number four. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're bringing to the table. We've got high gas prices. We've got hyperinflation, high interest rates coming. People will be ready for someone new to come the 1st of November. I assure you of that. And Pritzker he's destroyed this state. And, it's the forgotten people. It's the people that maybe haven't been voting, haven't been showing up, pulling a Republican or a Democrat party. The independents, moderate Democrats, they're frustrated and they're tired. I visit and see them every day. I've been visiting with them for the last 2 years, ever since I sued Governor Pritzker in July 2020 and won. And Cindy and I have been invited up north to speak at open school, open church, open business rallies. That is why I'm running for governor. I would not embark on anything that I did not think wasn't possible, and every day it becomes more and more real. So absolutely, I will be talking to you in 1 year from now as the governor of the state of Illinois. I assure you of that.
Oh, if you are the governor of the state of Illinois, we're going to talk to you all the time. We're going to be calling your phone.
I will be very available.
All the time. Darren, thank you for the opportunity to get some of your responses to some of these accusations. Tons of people reaching out to me right now saying, thanks for asking these questions, and I want to thank you for answering them. And we will certainly be in touch. Good to talk to you, Darren.
I'm available as much. God bless. Thank you.
All right. You as well. Darren Bailey, candidate for the governor of the state of Illinois, currently the Illinois state senator for the 55th district. And what you need to know is BaileyForIllinois.com, BAILEY for Illinois.com. Learn everything you need to know about him. Follow him on his Facebook page. And I'm going to tell you this, do it for all of the other people who are running for governor. Get yourself as educated as you possibly can so that when you go vote in the primary on June 28th in the state of Illinois, that's when we pick which Republican we want to run in the race. That's what we got to know right now. It's June 28th. Know who you're going to vote for. And please, if you feel passionately about any of these candidates, and we're going to continue to have them on, I've extended an invitation to the Irvin people once again to come on, and they can respond to the accusations and answer the questions that you're sending to us in the live chat as well. Open platform here. I want to expose as much truth and, straight from the source answers for you so that you can educate yourself and make the best decision. And only thing I'm going to require from you is please vote. I don't know if I could require something and say, please. I should just say, vote. And then you should just do it. But I try that with my kids and I'm their mom and they don't listen. So I'm going to say, please vote on June 28th in a primary for the candidate that you choose. BaileyForIllinois.com. Go check out the website and please reach out to them on Twitter at Darren Bailey IL, and thank them for coming on to the show today. Thank him. It's a pleasure to have some of those answers. We super short in the next segment. Ryan's going to come in the studio, I believe, but we're going to move Wiggins America to 1 o'clock because he needs time to breathe. He's got a really interesting topic to talk to us about. So we'll be back in a hot second. Don't go anywhere. The Annie Frey Show returns in a minute.
This is the Annie Frey Show. Follow Annie on Twitter at Annie Frey Show. The Mark Cox Morning Show.
32% of Americans say they want scientists to attempt to bring extinct animals back using genetic science.
Didn't you people see Jurassic Park?
Apparently not, and there were several of them.
Weekday mornings 5 to 9.
So the hair salon is waiting for you to make your appointment this weekend. You need a haircut. It's getting shaggy. And it's time. And you want the perfect haircut every time, which is another obvious reason why you go to Hair Saloon. Online at hairsaloon.com, you can book an appointment at any of the 16 St. Louis area locations. They are on both sides of the river. My husband and my son go to the Hair Saloon in Edwardsville. And my son he really, really wants to grow his hair out. And it's really getting shaggy. And I think I need to take them in and say, cut his hair so that it can be long. because right now it's just kind of like, it looks like an experiment. And the only people who I trust to take my kid's head and trim his hair so that he has the right haircut is hair salon. My husband as well goes in there and gets a great haircut every time. Young or old, the hair salon experience is tailored to helping you relax and prepare for whatever the world throws your way. Plus, you get a free beverage while you're there, which may be my son's favorite part and maybe my husband's too. I'm not going to lie. He'd take a lollipop if they gave it to him, I'm sure. Make your appointment for this weekend today online at hairsaloon.com.
Attention business owners. This is a public awareness message from the ThrottleNet cybersecurity team. The war against hackers and ransomware is underway. The only way to prevent the war from impacting your business is to speak with the ThrottleNet cybersecurity team immediately. You need to act now. The ThrottleNet cybersecurity team is prepared to protect you against cyber threats. Schedule a meeting right away by visiting throttlenet.com/cyberwar.
Hi guys, it's Andrew with Pineview Medical Clinic. Is erectile dysfunction damaging your relationship? Are you sick of the pill and all the side effects? Well, welcome to the future. We have a major medical breakthrough. Pineview Medical Clinic uses the most advanced form of wave therapy. Backed by 60 clinical studies, our technology uses pressure waves to repair and open up blood vessels. We've helped countless men get rid of their ED, but what is the true end result? Their relationship, even their lives, improve drastically. If you're ready to regain your love life, call us right now, and not only will the assessment and ultrasound be free, we'll also give you a gift that produces immediate results in the bedroom. It almost never fails. This is worth $550, and it's free to callers right now. 314-530-7777. That's 314-530-7777. Put a stop to your erectile dysfunction and experience what I call the happiness ripple effect. Call Pineview Medical Clinic now. 314-530-7777.
Hi, Sean Long for STL Fenceworks. For over 50 years, our time-honored commitment to quality, service, and affordability make STL Fenceworks the go-to authority for fence, deck, and leisure space projects. During these unsure times of severe inflation and supply shortages, you can depend on STL Fenceworks to meet your needs. Being the #1 fence and deck contractor in the state, we've leveraged our position to make contract buy-ins hedging against price increases. Also, our buying power has allowed us to stockpile fence and deck material. There are no shortages at STL Fenceworks. In fact, we have more fence and deck material on hand now than we have had at any time in our 50-year history. Lastly, our commitment to a quality and customer-first approach has never wavered. Your project will be completed by experienced craftsmen in a timely manner, and our lifetime warranty reinforces that commitment. STL Fenceworks warranty surpasses anything offered in the industry. Visit stlfenceworks.com and allow us to bring your backyard dreams to life. As always, at STL Fenceworks, your satisfaction is our passion.
Need a break from the sound bites and the talking heads? Do you want information you can actually use? Information that'll change your life for the better? Then listen to the Del Walmsley Radio Show.
Listen to the Del Walmsley Radio Show this Saturday afternoon from 1 to 2 p.m. on 97.1 FM Talk.
You're listening to the Annie Frey Show live from the Air Comfort Service Heating and Cooling Studio. Air Comfort Service is hiring licensed journeymen. Don't have a journeyman license? Air Comfort Service will help you get it. Get guaranteed hours year-round and more. Apply online at aircomfortservice.com.
Back in the car and back on the road. We're with you. Dependable traffic with Sue Thomas. Driven by Ambassador Midwest Floor Company. The best way to deal with in-home traffic. Experience more at Ambassador Midwest Floor. This is the Annie Frey Show. Interact with Annie on Facebook. The Annie Frey Show.
I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave here, you leave me broken, shattered and light. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot, then we can die.
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. Ryan is in studio, but we're bumping Wiggins America right now because we're almost done with this segment because I went so long with Darren Bailey. We're going to take it a little long here, but I wanted to get Ryan's reaction and Brad's reaction to our conversation that we just had with Darren Bailey, and then we're going to do Wiggins America at the very beginning of the 1 o'clock hour. So for all of you people who are tuning in right now and you're like, where is this thing that I wait all day for? It's going to happen at 1 o'clock. And mostly I'm just talking to Ryan. So.
Thank you.
What'd you think?
I have a tough time because you've had all of the candidates on, I think, other than maybe Gary Rabine.
I don't think Gary's been on.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
And every time I hear somebody, I go, well, I like that guy. And I guess that's a good problem.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
But the problem is it's going to be whoever speaks to me latest, closest to the primary is probably going to get my vote.
But here's the thing, though. If you like all of them, that's still not a problem. That's a problem for the person who wants to be governor.
No, it's not a problem
not
for
for
me. It's a good problem to have. I mean, having multiple good candidates. I haven't really heard anything from any of them that raises red flags. I mean, they're all attacking each other because they're trying to get to the top of that heap. And so, I mean, you ask good questions like, you know, the TAC ads, respond to the TAC ads. I like to hear those because everybody's hearing those same things and criticisms of each candidate. And so they give them a chance to come out and say, well, here's the real truth, because we all know when we hear it, well, there's probably like a little bit of a mustard seed of truth there that's surrounded by a bunch of BS.
And I think that's the thing that's most frustrating to me. You know, don't tell me why I shouldn't vote for the other guy. Tell me why I should vote for you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That irritates me. And then too, like some of the mailers that I get from it, I'm like, you look at them and it's like, this is ridiculous. How stupid do you think I am?
It almost shines a worse light on the candidates doing the negative ads because I like all of them.
No, a lot of the times it's not coming from the candidate. It's coming from super PACs, which is the thing.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And
are we out of time?
No, we've got
58-50.
Okay, good. 58-50. Yeah.
Good. Thanks.
And
Brad knows what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on this,
He'll
right?
let you know.
I know.
He also
I just
told us 3 times before we came into the segment, 58-50.
Thank you.
And you weren't even
I was listening to the bump music. I like Franz Ferdinand.
Unbelievable.
What
I can't trust this guy. But yeah, it shines, like you were saying, it shines a worse light.
Time out. We're going to try to make Brad angry today. I don't know. I don't know why or how, but we just need to come up with some ideas.
Oh, that's fine.
Later in the show.
Yeah.
I'll just make myself angry. But this is one of the things that bothers me. Tell me why I should vote for you. Don't tell me why I should. Because what I don't want to do is go into an election feeling horrible about all my candidates.
Use your 60 seconds to tell me what sets you apart from the other 4.
Right.
Right. Because that's right now, that's to me what's going to do it. Because I like all of you right now. Don't tear them down.
I still like them all way better than Pritzker.
Absolutely.
That to me is the ultimate litmus test, which is what you ended the question on. Why can you beat Pritzker?
Because that's the point.
And he gave a good answer to that. I wasn't expecting. He goes, Pritzker's already defeated. It's just a matter of who we select at this point because he's already lost.
The thing that I got out of that interview that I think is the most interesting to me is he did mention Ken Griffin, who is the wealthiest investor of Republican candidates in the state of Illinois, said that Ken Griffin has pledged to support the Republican nominee. And you are going to need money. You don't need Pritzker money because at some point we're just talking silly monopoly money. And it's just, whatever. Like I said, Scrooge McDuck, gold doubloons. This is what Pritzker is doing when he's not taking care of his Wisconsin horses by himself. That we have that behind the candidate that is going to go beat JB Pritzker. It is that important. I've extended an invitation to the Irvin campaign to come back and say, no, this is why. And we'll go back and forth. We have till June 28th to get to the bottom line. And it is your decision. At this point, and I don't think it's going to change, I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm going to expose as much truth as I can. And we're going to keep having these conversations. Weekends America when we come back.
Take me home.
All right. We'll be right back.
Cards issued by Celtic Bank, member FDIC. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's credit cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.3% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
KFTK FM Florissant, driven by the Bomarito Automotive Group, 97.1 FM Talk.
An Odyssey station.
An American family in mourning. Elisa Brady, Fox News. Loved ones say a U.S. veteran has been killed in Ukraine.
22-year-old Marine veteran Willie Joseph Cancel died fighting alongside Ukrainian forces. He leaves behind his wife and a 7-month-old son. His wife says her husband was a hero, and all she wants is for him to come home and be given a proper burial.
Fox's Matt Finn in Lviv. Cancel was working for a private contractor, a British national who became an executioner for ISIS during their infamous beheading videos, will spend the rest of his days in prison. Alexander Cote sentenced to 8 life terms, one for each guilty plea, by a federal judge in Virginia who calls the crimes inhumane and says he hopes the sentence is a deterrent for other religious fanatics. Cote has agreed to meet with families who want more information. The parents of several murdered Americans spoke for more than an hour during today's sentencing, including the father of aid worker Kayla Mueller, whose body has never been found, telling the court he lost faith in God and government. Inflation still running hot, hitting another 40-year high, up more than 6% in March compared to a year ago.
We can't ignore inflation. We have to pay attention to. We watch those numbers and see what feeds into it. Is it the trade issue or what? Supply chain. How do we address that?
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi vowing to crack down on price gouging as one part of inflation among oil companies in particular, while Republicans largely blame President Biden's policies and the president blames COVID-related factors in the war in Ukraine. The EPA just issuing an emergency waiver allowing a cheaper blend of gasoline to be sold this summer when a higher ethanol blend is usually banned because it creates more pollution. The White House says it's part of the president's efforts to use biofuels to address a fuel supply crisis and lower gas prices. America is listening to Fox News.
Every 3 seconds, there's a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name or even selling your personal info on the dark web. Protecting your identity can be easy with LifeLock by Norton. LifeLock monitors your info and alerts you to potential identity threats. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but with LifeLock, it's easy to help protect yourself. Save up to 25% off your first year at LifeLock.com with promo code NEWS.
Emergencies can happen. No power, no lights, no news. Federal agencies urge you to have an emergency radio. This emergency radio doesn't need batteries, includes a super flashlight, NOAA weather band, long-range AM receiver, FM band, and a USB for cell phones. It retails for $30, but get it free with a discounted subscription to Newsmax magazine. Go to gettheradio.com. That's gettheradio.com or call toll-free 800-NEWSMAX. 800-NEWSMAX. This radio could save your life. Order today.
Air Comfort Service Heating and Cooling weather with Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
Windy and 72 degrees this afternoon with changeable skies, and there will be some scattered showers, a couple of non-severe thunderstorms. Tonight, scattered showers, non-severe storms, mainly late tonight, 60. Saturday, scattered showers and storms, a possibility of some strong to severe weather mid to late afternoon. Saturday into Saturday evening, windy and 78. Sunday is spectacular, sunny, 73. This is 97.1 FM Talk Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
The Mark Cox Morning Show is here to help St. Louis wake up.
The Human Rights Campaign is coordinating a lot of these agendas between corporations and schools.
Weekdays from 5 to 9 a.m.
The Human Rights Campaign, don't get fooled by the name. It's not a civil rights group. It's a political lobbying organization. And what we're finding at Parents Defending Education is they have a heavy footprint in schools across the country.
Every weekday morning on 97.1 FM Talk.
Updating your home with James Hardie Siding has never been more popular. With all of the options available, you need a partner to maximize your investment. The rising prices on vinyl siding has made Hardie Siding a great alternative. Siding Express is ready to refresh the appearance of your home or totally transform the look by installing Hardie Shake, board and batten, lap siding, or a stone accent to make it your dream home again. Siding Express is an elite preferred James Hardie contractor. Need ideas? Go to sidingexpress.com and schedule a free, no-obligation consultation today.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Vitae Foundation, online at vitaefoundation.org, is inviting you to join them and me at their next pro-life event. It is at the St. Louis Frontenac Hilton, May 17th, Tuesday, May 17th. And it's a great way to get together and raise money to help reach women who might be abortion determined. And working together, we can help literally save lives. Not many things that you get to say that about, but this is definitely one of them. And at this event, Rachel Campos Duffy is going to be the keynote speaker. I'm so excited to meet her, and I can't wait to hear what she has to say. And I think that you likely will enjoy that as well. And I'd love to meet you. So please get your table reserved for the pro-life event, Tuesday, May 17th. Dinner and a program at 7 o'clock at the Hilton St. Louis Frontenac. All the information is available for you online. You have to reserve a table and join us in this great opportunity to reach these women and help them choose life. Online at vitaefoundation.org.
The National Urban League's 2022 The State of Black America report focuses on 4 tactics used to weaken American democracy and our Black and brown communities: gerrymandering, voter suppression, misinformation, and intimidation. Learn the facts now. Download the report at stateofblackamerica.org.
Mark Cox here. If you're nearing retirement or already retired, call Thomas Helbig with the Retirement Advisory Group at 314-993-9494. He'll show you how to participate in the market gains without ever losing a penny. Thomas is the official financial advisor of the Mark Cox Morning Show.
Odyssey is your home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today to listen to 97.1 FM Talk, even when you don't have a radio. Always streaming at 971talk.com. This hour of the Annie Frey Show is sponsored by The Loading Dock. River views, outdoor dining, live music, and overnight accommodations. The Loading Dock on the river in Grafton, Illinois.
That is exactly what I needed to hear.
Thank God someone here knows what you're talking about.
That's us. That's right. Gotta love this American ride.
Right, you need to take the time and get the full picture.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Saturday and I won't be long.
Don't get me wrong. I love the ladies. I mean, they rev my engine, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is Anchor Man, not Anchor Lady.
What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart.
Goodness sake, kid. Keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
I'm not America's sweetheart.
This is the Annie Frey Show.
Why would he want the job? Why would anyone want to be running Twitter where half the country is going to hate you no matter what you decide? I guess my advice, if he asks me for it, would be learn from Zuckerberg. When he was making all the decisions, he got into trouble. Now he has this oversight board. It's still not fully independent, but it's better than nothing. You know, when Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post, he's not sitting there deciding whether my editorial gets published. So create some independence so you're not making the decisions at the very least.
Because all of those other entities are doing so great in the avenue that Elon Musk is trying to solve a problem. What are we doing? That was Representative Ro Khanna from California. I'm sure that Elon Musk has really been waiting for that man's advice on what to do. Anything to stop anything that these Democrats can do right now to stop the massive sea change that's going to take place now that Elon Musk is going to own Twitter and has purchased it. That's what these Democrats are interested in doing.
Wiggins!
Oh, Wiggins! Or not.
No, okay, so what I got here, and I'm going to talk about with you guys, is 6 ways that this whole thing could be derailed.
And it's not this. There's nothing out there that's saying that it is going to be. But as is any business deal that is made, there's usually some bailout clauses.
So we're talking about financial, there's a big financial transaction taking place here. So some of that is included here. But also we're talking about what could derail it from becoming exactly what you and I hope that it will become, which is this free speech platform where the playing field is level. And so that's kind of bigger picture stuff. So we'll start with the smaller ones. I kind of put these 6 in order of which ones I think.
Do you know when the deal supposed to be finalized, like in the fall? Like it's months.
It's not quick.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about billions of dollars, and there's a lot that goes into this stuff. So all this stuff could take place that could, slow it down or at least hurt the prospect of it becoming what we hope it becomes. The first one being financing hiccups. Now, this is stuff that I think we can kind of glaze over because it's way above our pay grade. It's stuff that we will have absolutely no. If it happens, it happens. But you're talking about the world's richest man. I think it's probably going to happen.
If it's doable, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen if he wants it to happen. So that's the first one. I thought that's the least important one. Now we're getting to ones that I think are a little bit more concerning as we go, and they'll kind of go up in concern. Number 2, lower level employee resistance. There's a Washington Post article that came out recently that noted that the firing of most of the junior staff tasked with making real-time content decisions and replacing them, Musk is likely to face difficulty in convincing existing staff to accept his vision. The headquarters for Twitter is in San Francisco. So most people who are working for Twitter right now, probably not ideologically on the same side of the aisle as we are, or maybe even that Elon is, although I don't know exactly where he is.
We actually do know exactly where he is because he drew a map. We can talk about that later.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later.
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a stick figure, but we do have a map.
Do you think that stick figure was him? Is that what you're saying?
Well, because it had me and an arrow on it, yes.
Well, I thought maybe he was just reposting, a generic person.
We'll get to it.
But what do you think about this?
It was a pretty generic looking person.
It did. It was just a stick person. But it was a great meme. What do you think about this, though? Do you think that he's going to encounter enough lower level or even higher level?
What does that mean? Like if enough resistance? Of them, if enough of them revolt, they can scrap it?
Yeah, they just don't get on board with his vision.
Can't he just fire all of them?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
This is what he needs to do: relocate Twitter to Texas, where he is right now. And if all of those libbies want to come with him, fine. But you're not going to relocate to Texas because you love Twitter that much if you hate everything that he stands for.
Yeah. And also, do you really need the number of content moderators that they currently have?
Maybe.
Probably don't.
Not if you don't moderate as much.
Exactly.
Well, I was going to say, if he changes his moderation standards,
you probably still need somebody on there to monitor for illegal activity. You want to stop a ring of people doing things.
I don't think that any of us have even a sniff of a clue what it takes to run an operation like Twitter.
No.
Or Facebook or any Google, YouTube, any of these things. We have no idea. And I will say what I understand, I ran the digital brand for this station for almost 10 years. So I know what it takes to operate a not so massive, but prominent and supposed to be respected, reliable digital presence, which is 971talk.com. And we've had, over the course, I started doing that at the very beginning of 2009. And if you think about the existence of the internet in 2009 versus I got this show in April of 2018. So that the growth of the internet over that amount of time, like exponential growth.
Mm-hmm.
I think YouTube was on the scene for the first time in like 2005 or something like that.
Yeah, that's about right.
So to put that into context, I started working in digital when YouTube was a baby, like an infant. And now we're on YouTube right now. We're broadcasting live on YouTube right now. So I think that to understand what I do understand about what I did for the station, even over 4 years ago versus now, the way that it's so rapidly changing, it's like a lot of other things that by the time it gets to our fingertips that we get to consume it, what the people are working on is very much in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be. And if the apparatus goes down, they have a lot of people's information, to whatever extent people provide information. So I think there's a lot going on there that we don't know and understand. And it seems as though something. Did you say fly?
It was a plastic bag, and we're on the third floor.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Wow.
I thought maybe something was going down other than the bag.
I didn't know you were going to do squirrel.
Yeah, well,
I was doing squirrel.
I saw it in the reflection. In that room over there.
Yeah, thank you. As I like to do. This one right here.
Yeah. So how many people does he need to retain? Here's what I would tell Elon: don't retain anybody who doesn't want to be there.
Heck yeah. Anybody who even sniffs that they're going to be.
And I would tell the people there, if you don't want to be there, you don't have to. This isn't a hostage situation.
The beauty of this situation is it's becoming a private company. He answers to no one now. He can do whatever he wants. Just like you said, though, the internet in the last 10 years, it's interesting how much more it's spread out because there's a lot more websites than there used to be, of course, but it's also consolidated into people using the same websites more, I think, than they were 10 years ago. Like Twitter, for instance. Number 3, thing that could derail Musk's purchase of Twitter, or at least it becoming what we hope it becomes, Section 230 reform. Did you see this news item? The minute it was announced that he was going to purchase Twitter, Jen Psaki and the White House came out and said things like, you know what we probably need to do is look at Section 230 once again. It was not a problem until that day, but all of a sudden it's, maybe we could regulate this a little bit more. And so I put that one at number 3 as far as concern.
I'm not concerned.
No?
Nope. Because if they're going to want to get something passed after November, it's going to have
going their way.
Yep. It's going to have to go through Republicans.
Well, it's April though.
And it's same thing though. I mean, this wouldn't be something that is just automatic, all hands on deck for the Democrats.
I don't think that Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin, and that would need 60 votes, right? In the Senate?
Yes.
They don't have 60 votes in the Senate to pass something that's going to fortify the old way of doing things.
That's all true. Here's why I don't think Section 230 is a threat to what Musk is doing with Twitter. Section 230 is about becoming an editor. He's doing the opposite of becoming an editor. He's actually doing what
he'd be in more compliance.
Yeah, he'd be in more compliance with Section 230 than any of the others would be.
The problem with Section 230 isn't Section 230. It's been the illegal interpretation of what it meant.
Or not enforcing it right now. Because right now those websites are editors.
Well, so they're acting as editors, but the legal interpretation through the courts would be like, but they have protection because they're platforms.
Right. So that's what I'm saying is that he's actually going to be more in compliance with that than the others would be. So I don't think that's going to be a threat at all. All right, number 4, European Union rules. This is a strange one. European Union has far stricter rules for online content than the United States, which could complicate.
Wait. Start from the beginning and don't speak slow enough so that I can, in my 4 espresso shot, they can understand what you're saying.
I think you'd want me to speed up if you're on 4 espresso shots.
No, I'm doing too many thing at once.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want you to glaze over this because I think this is interesting.
European Union rules.
Not that slow. What a smart aleck.
European Union has far stricter rules for online content.
She said to slow down, not say it like you're drunk.
He's trying to make me feel like I'm drunk, which I kind of feel like I am. I accidentally added an extra espresso shot to my latte this morning because I was making in the order and I wanted to add a shot to it. But it turned out that order already had an espresso shot. Like, hey, you can talk like this and be the president of the United States. So get off the back.
Well, you're still doing a better job. Kleptocracy.
I can get so much done right now. Go on.
Okay, European Union rules. I'm going to talk really slow because anybody who wants to listen to the podcast on 1.5 can now listen to it at an average speed.
They'll be like, what's the deal here? I was trying to get this done fast.
This is normal. It's just a short show. The European Union has far stricter rules for online content. This is the 3rd time I've read this paragraph than the United States, which could complicate his overhaul of the platform for EU users. I think the reason I put this one at number 4 is because the EU, generally speaking, tends to be much more in line with the Democrat Party of the United States than the Republican Party of the United States. So they mirror a lot of the same kind of policy decisions. So I could see the EU really stepping in and doing what the Democrats want to do to them here, but we have too many checks and balances for that to happen.
Well, here's the thing, though, and the EU is already more strict on Twitter than what the United States is, and so they've already got a 2-tiered system. There are some people out there that get warnings because their tweet or whatever was read in Germany, and it's like, in Germany, we have to inform you that your tweet couldn't be sent because of X, Y, and Z. I don't think that's going to be an issue either because just leave those in place and be compliant with the German law or whatever.
Yeah, if you don't change anything. I think the thing that is scary is how many people are threatening to do something. Well, if you do this, we're going to do this. I think it's the threat of government intervention in this stuff that
Oh, geez, show your hands, guys.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Thanks.
tell us what you're really.
Tell us what you really think.
thinking.
All right, number 5, customer erosion. Now, I think this one is a very good possibility. You probably disagree with me on this because we've had this discussion a little bit.
Did you pregame this fight that we're about to have?
I did.
Who wins the fight?
I do.
That's not true.
In the wake of the news that Musk would acquire Twitter, a handful of liberal users vowed to never return to the platform. They warned that they soon could become dangerous. Do you think that is a real concern, Annie Frey?
That what would happen? I don't.
That leftist users of Twitter
are going to leave.
Would either leave or just not use it as much, because that's what I think might happen.
There's really only one party that I feel feels and actually makes it their full-time, likely unpaid job, unless they're getting unemployment, so then maybe it is a paid job, to battle on Twitter. Like the investment and the priority that leftists put into the messaging that goes onto a platform like Twitter, they've never had to back up their points.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need facts. They have feelings, and that's enough. Which is not how I raise my children. I just don't think that. I really don't think that people who are on Twitter for the social existence of it, which does include in large part politics, are going to back away. They care too much.
I could just see if there's a handful of celebrities that decide, well, this other thing is our thing now, that could be a sea change for the average person. Not necessarily for us or for most people, but that could push things in a different direction if they all decided on something else.
Where do they go?
Well, there's also, I need to clarify this, and this is something that I think Elon Musk might have been the one who highlighted it, and I'm trying quickly to find, I hope this is what I clicked on. The top 20 Twitter accounts that exist, they never tweet. If you look at the people who have the biggest following on Twitter, that's just how famous they are.
Mm-hmm.
You love Justin Bieber, so you go on Twitter and you follow Justin Bieber because you like him. Some of these people tweet maybe once a year or twice a year. So the existence of celebrity and notoriety does translate to Twitter. But when we're talking about the people who are super heavy users of Twitter, they're not going anywhere because they've worked too hard to get where they are. That's their audience. And you cannot lift that off. And if you're Donald Trump, you can't lift off what you had on Twitter and place it on True Social. You can build something new there, but you got to start from scratch.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work to do that. Donald Trump has a totally different scenario taking place on True Social. But if you're on the left, that doesn't exist anywhere. You've never even had to consider the possibility that it would exist somewhere else, which is why I think that those Twitter people are going to fight. They're going to defend their turf.
Yeah, I think I saw a stat this week that said that 90% of all tweets are sent by 10% of all users, something like that. Okay, last one. I think this one, it would be the greatest threat to Elon Musk and Twitter becoming...
And we will cover that when we come back.
Oh, okay.
Look
at that.
Yes, we're going to do that when we come back because we're a little long here. Ask Me Anything. We're going to do that at 2:00 today. And Hannah is just screaming at me, telling you that you need to give her some questions that she needs to ask during that segment. She gets really angry. We're trying to make Brad angry today, and Hannah is ripping things in half and throwing a fit.
Phone booths.
What?
She's tearing apart phone booths. Not books.
Not just books.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
I'm going to go have some coffee. We'll be right back.
This is the Annie Frey Show. Find the podcast, on-demand audio, and more at 971talk.com/Annie.
Jim Carafano and Hans von Spakovsky from Heritage Foundation are joining all of us at 97.1 this Wednesday.
And you're invited. It's a full 97.1 event along with Heritage.
We'll all be there this Wednesday. Just RSVP at 971talk.com.
Stuart's American Mortgage. He's the bagel loan guy. He was in studio with us yesterday. A great opportunity to go into the Odyssey app and check out the Annie Frey Show podcast and hear what he had to say about all of the craziness, including that recession word that is being discussed a lot. in the American economy. And how can you improve your economic situation? You got to look out for you. And guess what? Stewie has made it his job to help you do that. It's done. We've used it twice in my family. The bagel loan is a great way to improve your financial position. And I say this because when you have a mortgage and you have a rate that's super high, or right now as rates have crept up, if you have a lot of equity in your home, but you've got debt elsewhere that's high interest, that's going to go up when the feds continue to raise rates, use the equity in your home to refinance your home. And when you use the bagel loan with Stewie, it doesn't cost you anything to do it. It is real. It is legit. And I've done it twice. And so many of you have done it as well. I continue to hear from all of you who have used the bagel loan for yourself. And everybody says, I can't believe how fast and easy it was. You can trust me on this. Call or text Stewie at 314-324-4440, 314-324-4440. Google the bagel loan, NMLS number 226715.
Owning a business comes with pressure. There's a limit to what I can do and still keep employees engaged. Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put 30 plus years of HR experience to work to help me with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance, while giving my employees competitive benefit options. And because I'm able to focus on other priorities, my employees can thrive and my business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
This is Matt Crowder live at the gas station on 41st Street, reporting on those skyrocketing gas prices. Excuse me, miss, are you buying less gas now because of the high prices?
Oh, I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute, are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Well, does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, well, there you have it. Stop paying full price for gas. Download the free Upside app and get real cash back every time you buy gas. This is Matt Crowder Radio News Network. Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BREAK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BREAK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code BREAK.
The St. Louis real estate market continues to make headlines for home sellers. Selling's easier, but finding your next home can be tricky. Hey, Mark Cox here. For the best real estate advice, get to know my friend and realtor Gloria Liu with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. I know everyone knows a realtor. I know several as well, but I only endorse Gloria because of her proven track record. I've seen her systems, I've met her clients, and when it comes to getting you more money, Gloria is the only agent and team I would trust to sell my home. The secret is Gloria already has the buyers. Thousands of buyers who are looking for homes in your area, your price range, and ready to buy today. This is how Gloria creates higher demand, multiple offers, and the most money for you. So take it from me. Call Gloria today at 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
Wealth-changing question. Is your investment portfolio really customized? Some advisors say they customize portfolios, but all they really do is ask you a few questions, then put all your money in a model portfolio. At Creative Planning, each of our private wealth management clients' portfolios is unique. Your investment mix will be based on your custom financial plan. If that's not how your money's managed, you aren't getting the customization you deserve. Book your free meeting today at creativeplanning.com. Creative Planning, a richer way to wealth.
The snow and rain is coming. Is your basement or crawl space ready? Don't wait. Call the foundation experts at Midwest Basement Tech for your home's waterproofing or foundation repair needs. The certified technicians at Midwest Basement Tech can do both on-site or virtual estimates for your convenience, and our estimates are always free and friendly. Wet basement or crawl space, mold, cracked walls, settlement problems, we fix them all. Servicing the St. Louis Metro East area for over 40 years, fully insured. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied customers. We also offer prompt real estate assessments of existing foundation problems or issues that are brought up during your real estate inspection that require a certified waterproofing or foundation contractor review. Find out why most of the area's realtors use Midwest Basement Tech for their clients with our Realtor Discount Program. Call today for your free estimate. 800-848-9805. That's 800-848-9805. Or visit us on the web at MidwestBasementTech.com.
It's time for an
$89 AC tune-up.
ChevroletCredit.com. Wind me up, put me down, stop me up and watch me go.
You're listening to the Annie Frey Show.
Sooner than you know.
Follow Annie on Twitter at Annie Frey Show.
Just kicking this gal on the avenue, but I'm alright.
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. We've been talking, this is an extended Wiggins America, about the few opt-outs or trapdoors or whatever it is that are in the deal for Elon Musk to purchase Twitter. There are a few things that could occur between now and when the deal is absolutely finalized, which is going to take months, that could cause the deal to fall through. If you've missed the beginning of this hour, Ryan has gone through 5 different things that could happen. If you're on the Odyssey app, you can certainly rewind that, or you can check out the podcast, the Annie Frey Show podcast, wherever you get podcasts from, but also on the Odyssey app. And the number one reason why this could fall through, Ryan hasn't told us yet. So what do you got?
It is hosting platform revolt. Servers and app stores that presently host Twitter could face pressure from the left to take action against the platform if Musk goes too far in his pursuit of free speech ideals. This happened to Parler. I consider that to be the number one threat to this happening. That even if it's just some stores, not all, they don't all have to band together like they did against Parler. But if some drop Twitter just because of politics, that could cause huge problems.
I don't see that happening. And also, does Elon Musk have the ability to just like manifest his own system?
I think he does, but it's going to take time for him to build that.
And if he has if anybody does, Elon Musk does.
Right.
He has the resources and the access and the probably the people that have the brains to make something like that happen. The reason why I don't think that will happen in this situation is because the only reason they could do that is because they're the only game in town.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one way to create a likely better game in town is to do that.
That's very true.
And if you wanted to pick a fight with anybody who could actually do it, Elon Musk is the guy who could actually do that. That would be suicide on their part.
Yeah, because one of the people you're talking about is Jeff Bezos and Amazon being a hosting platform for a lot of this kind of stuff. Jeff Bezos doesn't want to mess with Elon Musk on this and say, I'm not going to host you. Go create your own.
How many?
He will create his own.
Yeah. How many other endeavors does Elon Musk have that? And I asked this theory. I don't have the answer to it, but Elon Musk has got his hands in so many different things. I would imagine that if you wanted to screw around and find out with Elon Musk, that this could have ramifications in a whole host of different areas that have nothing to do with Twitter, but have to do with Elon Musk. I think he's the guy you don't screw around with.
Doesn't this make you curious as to what else that Elon Musk could purchase at this point? Because this wasn't like he spent all of his money buying Twitter. And plus, if he makes Twitter more valuable, he's going to be richer than he was before Twitter. So we're talking about a year from now, 2 years from now. What else is on the radar that Elon Musk could buy and make better?
Apparently Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I mean, he's made a lot of jokes about different things, which is funny.
That's a good question, though. Do you have something in mind that you would like to see him? I mean, in my mind, it's like, what do I want to see him run? But he would own it to run it.
Yeah, I mean, not in particular. There are ideas, but there's nothing that I'm like, oh, this should be the thing. But I think what's neat is that he's such a good businessman. And the weird thing is he's actually pretty good at PR and he's funny. He hosted SNL. It's weird for the richest man in the world to not be so eccentric that he couldn't go on and host SNL.
He hosted SNL and spoke publicly as the host of SNL about his Asperger's.
Yeah.
That is a bite to chew. Yeah. What I wish he would own is search. The front lines, in my opinion, is, I mean, Google is owned by Alphabet. YouTube is owned by Alphabet. Gmail is owned by Alphabet. We're working with Ronna McDaniel. We're probably
working with her.
We're going to try to get that on. I think I sent that to you. Did I send that to you in Twitter? Because I want to get the actual article about it. That when you start to look at some of the ways that the game is slanted against conservatives, it's happening in ways that we are not even, I mean, like once you hear it, you're like, oh, I'm not really surprised by that. But email is a huge, huge deal. And then you start thinking about how much money is tied up in the way the game is slanted. So this was a Newsmax hit that Ronna McDaniel did. I'm going to read from Sandy Fitzgerald's article here on Newsmax.com. Researchers' findings that the majority of Republican candidates' fundraising emails went to a spam folder in Gmail accounts owned by Google, while Democrat candidates' emails were delivered.
Wow.
Right?
That's a real scandal.
Were horrifying to see, according to Ronna McDaniel, the RNC chair, from this past Wednesday. There was a filing with the Federal Election Commission about this issue. McDaniel said these researchers in North Carolina, nonpartisan researchers, said that while with the Republican Party and campaign emails, 70% of them went to spam.
Wow.
For Democrats, less than 10% went to spam. So we've done a number of calculation over since 2019 that would cost that this discrepancy here would cost Republican candidates in over $2 billion in donations, not to mention all the get out the vote and other things that are important with these emails, according to Ronna McDaniel. When you start thinking about that, the amount of money we've heard the federal government talk about how much money you like budget for money to be spent wrong, to be like stolen, or like the inappropriate usage of money when you're talking about billions and trillions of dollars being spent. They account for that. When we're talking about our election system, and I know that, everybody has their questions about 2020, whatever. When you're talking about midterms 2022, presidential election 2024, when you find out that Google is set up in a way that 70% of Republican candidate emails are going to spam and less than 10% of Democrats are, that is as unfair as it gets. And Alphabet and Google and Gmail should be held accountable with a massive, massive fine. Hit them where it hurts. And in my opinion, Congress, Alphabet should be broken up. They should not be able to own all of these things.
I hate that we have to rely on a guy, Elon Musk, to provide.
I'm just glad we
these
have
things.
one.
Me too. But he wasn't that one until now. He was a rich guy. He was a tech guy. He was in Tesla and all these SpaceX and everything. But now he's entered into this world. And I think what you're bringing up, even as you're talking about it, I'm realizing, that needs to he needs to have cell phones. He needs to have his own towers. He's got satellites, apparently.
No, because we can't really. I said we only have one. We don't even have Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not a Republican conservative operative. There are lots of things that if Elon Musk gets to make all these decisions about things because he just has that much influence on our lives, we're going to go, no, we don't want that. He shouldn't get to do that. What should happen is Google should not be able to choose which emails make it to my inbox and my eyeballs. I can understand if you're going to say we're going to filter all political emails into spam. I can understand if you're going to say we're not going to put any into spam, but there's clearly a discrepancy there. And you know that in every instance, Google search, good grief. We do this all the time on this show where we want to Google something and it's like, you can't quite find it. You go to DuckDuckGo, first result.
Firefox. Yeah, same thing.
These types of things need to, we need to realize and take action, and people who are running for office need to campaign on the idea that the playing field is to be leveled. That's an area where the federal government, I think, should be involved. And if they're not going to play fair, if people are going to break these kinds of rules and manipulate information based on the people who use these institutions, they need to do something about it.
My knee-jerk reaction is yes, I agree. But then we get into the private companies and you can use other things. The problem is when you have these monopolies, like we've seen, it's hard to move away from them, and people controlling information. My gosh, it's just incredible. I thought until you just read that email was the one thing that was not being affected by anything. but it's not true.
No.
Even email,
nothing
they're
is
manipulating that.
Because the things that these people who want to funnel, maintain, and grow power, and power is positioning and it's money. And Elon Musk has only gained positioning because of his money. If he didn't have the money, he would not be able to do what he's doing right now. But the rest of these entities, I mean, if you've watched, is there a Zuckerbucks thing on Fox Nation, I think?
I don't know.
What did I watch that? I can't even remember. But the way that Mark Zuckerberg used his money to influence elections in 2020 is mind-blowing. And the things that he did and the places that the money was placed had a massive influence on what came out. And, that's not to say that any of it was particularly that any of it was necessarily illegal. The lines were so blurred that this was able to happen. But we have a gross Venn diagram crossover where it's almost as if you can't see the two circles anymore between these big tech companies and the democratic power structure that's in our federal and state governments.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to not even be a Venn diagram.
I would love to see somebody take that apart. And it takes time. It takes a president that comes in and basically just destroys all the China like a bull. And it takes an Elon Musk to walk in and say, I'm going to do something different or buy an existing thing.
But it can't just be Elon Musk.
No, I agree.
And that's kind of like whenever we
got to take what we can get right now.
Yeah. And when we first asked this question, it's like, what else would you want him to manage? It's like, I don't know. I think I'm just happy with him on Twitter because at the end of the day, you don't want all that power concentrated, and that's what happened. We've concentrated.
Well, right now it's all concentrated in leftist leaning, though.
Right.
So even providing an option separately would be good.
But I want somebody else to be able to step up and take that.
If whoever that is, I don't care. But if it's him too, if it has to be him, I'll take one option over none.
This is true. Do you guys remember back in 2018 when Breitbart leaked that video of the Google execs' response to Donald Trump winning the election?
Not offhand.
So I was looking that up, and they had this big election. They were all distraught and all those other things. And they were talking about how their platform, it's an hour-long video. They were talking about how their platform was used to help Donald Trump win the election and how they need to make sure that stuff like that doesn't happen again.
Well, it's happened.
Uh-huh.
They've made sure that didn't happen.
And that's kind of the thing. Like when you started talking about the emails going to spam instead of to the email address.
The inbox, yeah.
I'm like, this is how they're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I wish was outlawed? Ads on my browser for toenail fungus.
It's a really specific ad.
Come here.
Okay.
Come here.
Hard pass.
I can't even scroll on my own. I'm going to look away.
That's really gross. That is a chipped and
fungus.
Gross.
I know. I want to see the bottom of this Newsmax article, but I'm never going to know what it says.
I don't blame you.
I've seen that ad before, and I've already reported it. But I got to scroll over it to report it.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
I mean, I know toenail fungus exists, and if you've ever had that problem, you would want a solution for it. But I don't really need to know that much information for you to sell that product to me.
What we're saying is we would prefer if you not take a picture of it and blow it up on our computer screens.
It's so nasty.
It's also the worst possible. It's not just like, hey, you got a little problem. It's like, this is a historic problem that this one individual has. We're going to put it on your computer.
They're targeting the person that's going to look at it and go, oh, that's the same thing my toes are doing.
Which is apparently Annie Frey.
Wow.
I'm so mad. My toenails are beautiful, and if I didn't have tennis shoes on there, I'd show you, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Off.
No, weird. Should I put it up on the live stream?
Yes. You're not going to get the right kind of people that you want if you're going to like live stream your feet.
Not my feet.
Oh, is that what you? Oh,
you weirdo! Gosh, Ryan.
Okay.
Ryan.
Gotcha.
I think we need to have Hannah come in and boop Ryan out of here.
Okay, gotcha.
Ryan.
Hey, my point's valid though.
No, it isn't.
If you were to do that,
you can't just make random weird points like that and be like, "But I'm right."
Pretty sure I can.
Well, obviously, you, in the sense of can, we're talking about should. I should have been more specific, Annie. Use your words correctly. Good grief.
Yeah, it's on you.
Should I put the ad up there for people to see?
No.
No?
I mean,
yes.
It's going to involve you looking at it more.
No, I'm
so.
not. I'm just going to click and look out of the corner of my eye.
If you can do it.
I don't want to look directly into the toenail.
I just want to see if you can do it.
Go join the live chat and vote in the poll and brace yourself. We'll be back with more of this in a minute. Don't go away.
This is the Annie Frey Show. Follow Annie on Twitter at Annie Frey Show.
Show. FM Talk political insider Scott Jennings.
Joe Biden does frequently all the wrong things for all the wrong reasons, and I believe they think they're trying to buy off votes for this midterm. If that's what they're doing, it's pretty bad.
Weekdays from 3 to 6 on 97.1 FM Talk.
As spring is setting in, you're spending more time outside in your garage. And guess what? The Closet Factory is there to make your garage the domain that you want to spend all of your time in. How? By coming in and giving you a customized, organization solution for everything that's in there. Your hand tools, your yard tools, your products that you have for your car, for your landscaping, all of these different things, along with, if you're in my garage, the bicycles and the bicycle helmets and the balls that kids are playing with and the frisbees and the bubbles and just so much stuff. And if it is in your garage like it's in my garage, it just needs to have a nice little home and a place for everything. Invite the Closet Factory out to your house and get that customized organization solution for your needs, a unique solution for you. They can do the same thing in your basement, in an entertainment center, give you the built-in look that you want that disguises all of the electronics and also gives you so much more storage for that basement area. Plus your master closet, your pantry, your laundry room, the spare bedroom, they have a solution for everything. Learn about how this St. Louis business can help you at closetfactory.com.
Can't get enough of Cardinals All-Star Nolan Arenado? We can't either. On Saturday, April 30th, when the Cardinals host the Diamondbacks, 25,000 fans 16 and older will receive a Nolan Arenado bobblehead courtesy of Purina. This is the first Cardinal bobblehead of the popular third baseman and features Arenado with his lovable pooch. That's Saturday, April 30th, the Cardinals, the D-backs, and the first Cardinals Nolan Arenado bobblehead. Get your tickets now at Cardinals.com.
On Sunday, May 1st, the Cardinals host the D-backs, and that day, 10,000 kids ages 15 and younger entering with a ticket will take home their very own Cardinal fleece blanket. Cozy up with the Cardinals all season long with this exclusive baby blue plush throw. Thanks to the Pasta House Company. Tell your parents it's Sunday, May 1st. The Cardinals, the D-backs, and the kids-only fleece blanket. Get your tickets today at cardinals.com/promotions.
I'm Thomas Helbig with the Retirement Advisory Group. I'm proud to say we are a family business. Through innovative financial tools, my nephew Bob and I are committed to making sure your retirement nest egg is kept safe from market declines. As a matter of fact, we have never lost a dime of our clients' money, and we won't lose any of yours either.
Hi, I'm Bob Kershaw, and the secret is in linking safely to the market without putting your principal at risk. As we look ahead at the likelihood of increasing volatility in the market, it's important that you protect your nest egg from market losses, as that's the engine that drives your retirement income.
Our family would like to help your family retire comfortably and keep your retirement safe and secure. Call us now for a no-cost, no-obligation retirement review. And just for coming in, you'll get a copy of my second edition book, Your Key to a Worry-Free Retirement. We've been helping retirees and pre-retirees retire with confidence for 36 years. Call us now, 314-993-9494. or online at retirementkey.com. That's retirementkey.com.
Hi, this is Lance Drury with the Lance Drury Law Firm. When it comes to your tax issues, why would you trust some faceless national company that uses cartoons in its ads to protect you? Tax problems are not funny and should not be treated lightly. If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need a lawyer that will protect your rights. You can't meet face-to-face with a cartoon, and what happens if the national company can't resolve your issue and stops returning calls? Do yourself a favor and call the Lance Drury Law Firm. Our office is right here in St. Louis. I am a local attorney specializing in tax resolution. You can come in and sit down with a licensed, experienced attorney and put a name with a face. When it comes to tax issues, don't go with a cartoon. Get serious help with the Lance Drury Law Firm. Remember, if you have IRS issues, you have legal issues. Call attorney Lance Drury, 314-260-6120, or go to Lance, DRURY law.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
The biggest event of the season is this weekend at Diamonds Direct. 3 days of sparkling store-wide savings. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, colored gemstones. Fresh picked from top designers. You save an extra 20% on virtually everything at this unmissable event. And the selection at Diamonds Direct is bigger than ever. Top designers have flown in their entire collections for this. All on sale. The newest styles. Plus countless engagement rings and wedding bands. All with the best prices, guarantees, and warranties. 3 days only. This Friday through Sunday and only at Diamonds Direct. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
Tune into the Del Walmsley Radio Show. Del, self-made millionaire and founder of Lifestyles Unlimited, will show you how to live the life of your dreams and pay for it with passive income.
Listen to the Del Walmsley Radio Show this Saturday afternoon from 1 to 2 p.m. on 97.1 FM Talk.
You're listening to the Annie Frey Show live from the Air Comfort Service Heating and Cooling Studio. Air Comfort Service is proud to support Greater St. Louis Honor Flight. Sign your veteran up for their honor flight today at gsLhonorflight.org, and for heating services, visit aircomfortservice.com.
If it's bumper to bumper or smooth sailing, Sue Thomas has you covered with dependable traffic. Driven by Ambassador Midwest Floor Company, the best way to deal with in-home traffic. Experience more at Ambassador Midwest Floor. The Annie Frey Show is streaming online. Watch us live on YouTube and subscribe.
You were the sweetest thing.
I'm never having 4 shots of espresso again. This has been quite an off-air show today.
Yeah, it has. We're laughing a lot off air, and then we go, "We can't say that. That's inappropriate."
Anyway. Did I?
Did you tease anything going into this? Okay, here's what happened off air.
No, this is all made up.
No, not the other one. This one.
You look so small on the camera right now.
I'm a big tough guy.
That's not. Nope. Although the way you're sitting right now, the ring light that's supposed to be lighting your beautiful face is directly above your head on the camera, on the TV. It's reflecting. It looks like you have a halo.
Can you say beautiful face again?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think I can.
I think that's the first time you've ever said that about my face. What we were just talking about was how I have not paid attention to anything. And then she goes,
I asked you. You said,
I said, when's Ask Me Anything?
You said, are we going to do Ask Me Anything in this next segment? I go, no, Ryan, I promoted on the air multiple times. We're going to do this at 2:00. I said it on the air, and you go,
yes, you
said,
I haven't been listening. But then, to my credit,
no, not to your credit.
Right before going back into the segment,
this is not to your credit. This is just for
to your detriment,
to my discredit.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you don't get credit for this, but I do lose some.
Yes, you do. We were going back and right. I mean, literally right after she's making fun of me for not listening.
I took a breath.
She took a breath. The bump music's playing, and she goes, "Ryan, did I tease anything coming into this?" As if I'm going to answer her and be like, "Oh, yeah, I was listening."
I said before that. I know this is ironic, but did I talk about saying anything here? Because I wasn't listening either.
And the answer is, I have no idea. Yeah. And therefore, we've just done 3 minutes of nothing.
Brad, what's going on in the show?
That's Brad. Brad's paid to pay attention.
Oh, we were going to make him mad.
Ooh, have you come up with something?
No, you would throw stuff at him?
No, well, okay. What about a really hard stapler? Just hit him right in the forehead.
No, I don't want to make him like violent.
Oh, not okay.
I mean,
I didn't know what the lines were.
Not plan A.
Okay. Plan B.
He said that the thing that makes him the most mad is bad drivers.
Mm-hmm. In retrospect, is there anything such as a really soft stapler?
We should end the show.
So we have to wait until
taking advantage of my current mental state.
So we have to wait until Brad leaves work, and then run him off the road or get in front of him and stop? Is that the plan? What are you looking around for?
Somebody said that that you guys should make fun of my silly shirt. And
I didn't know whose shirt he was talking about. I was like, going to judge whose shirt was sillier.
Yeah, that's not a silly shirt.
I love Mustangs.
It's a beautiful mare.
56, 50?
Yeah, 56,
54.
Good thing this
2
is a
minutes,
short
Annie.
segment.
2 minutes.
No, not Annie. This is your segment.
As we
This
might
is
have
not my
revealed,
segment.
we
It's not ours.
we kind of tipped our
Obviously.
hand to the fact that we did not have anything in this one. Sorry.
Leave that up here.
Sorry.
It's your fault for not listening.
It is. It really is. It should definitely not be yours or Brad's. It should all be my fault.
It's easier that way. I do want to promote the YouTube poll, and we haven't talked about this at all. And we'll get to it in the 2:00 hour. The Annie Frey YouTube live chat poll today is the failing Biden administration. Which of the following? This inept, this calculating, or it's not failing? Did you vote today?
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell us what you voted? Brad said earlier that he voted this inept.
I said this calculating.
I knew it.
But it depends on the issue. That's what's hard. It depends on which one we're talking about. Because there are things that I think they don't know what they're doing.
Which one? What name one?
Economics.
And which ones do you think they're calculating on?
Border.
So you think that economically speaking, they don't have a clue?
What's the win with the border?
That's a great question. But I thought going for the first.
Hold on. No, you listen.
Okay, me listen.
If you think that if you don't know what the win is, they're doing it, but we're looking at it and going, well, I don't know how they win this. Then that's ineptitude.
No, I think there's a very good possibility that they were trying to import voters. But I do think that they possibly just want to undermine the entire system.
Keep arguing with him. Get mad.
Yeah, he is getting kind of mad.
He was getting worked up.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job.
Should I
Don't insult
act like I don't know what I'm talking about? Would that make him mad?
You don't have to
Or should I
act,
try
Ryan.
to
I
beat
was
him?
gonna say, how would that be different?
Dang, you guys. I walked into that.
You did.
You jerks.
Annie Frey YouTube channel. We have a live video, which is where you can watch this nonsense and comment in the live chat and vote in the live chat about what this administration is doing. Ask me anything. Get a questions in on the live chat. We'll be back with Hannah in a minute.
Is your retirement income at risk if you or your spouse needs nursing home or in-home care? Hi, I'm Eric Robert, Director of Investments with the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel and host of On the Money, Saturday mornings at 11 on 97.1 FM Talk. The cost of long-term care is one of the biggest risks in retirement planning. For many retirees, a single nursing home stay can cause a significant reduction in assets that can permanently reduce your retirement income. Fortunately, there are affordable and flexible options available today that can help you manage the cost of long-term care. Our team can help you address the risks relevant to your retirement, including long-term care. To schedule your free retirement plan consultation, go to clearpathinvesting.com. That's clearpathinvesting.com or call us at 636-695-2650. That's clearpathinvesting.com or 636-695-2650. Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member SIPC and NYSE.
Hi guys, it's Andrew with Pineview Medical Clinic. Is erectile dysfunction damaging your relationship? Are you sick of the pill and all the side effects? Well, welcome to the future. We have a major medical breakthrough. Pineview Medical Clinic uses the most advanced form of wave therapy. Backed by 60 clinical studies, our technology uses pressure waves to repair and open up blood vessels. We've helped countless men get rid of their ED. But what is the true end result? Their relationship, even their lives, improve drastically. If you're ready to regain your love life, call us right now, and not only will the assessment and ultrasound be free, we'll also give you a gift that produces immediate results in the bedroom. It almost never fails. This is worth $550, and it's free to callers right now. 314-530-7777. That's 314-530-7777. Put a stop to your erectile dysfunction and experience what I call the happiness ripple effect. Call Pineview Medical Clinic now. 314-530-7777.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month. but you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month, but you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
KFTK FM Florissant, driven by the Bommarito Automotive Group, 97.1 FM Talk.
An Odyssey station.
Russia lowers the temperature. Lisa Brady, Fox News. State media just reporting remarks from the foreign minister who says Russia does not consider itself to be at war with NATO, also saying that would increase the risk of nuclear war and that can't be allowed. But on the ground in Ukraine, more horror stories, this time from civilians who'd been holed up for weeks in a village newly liberated by Ukrainian forces. A short time ago, Pentagon spokesman John Kirby getting emotional while answering a question about the Russian president's mental state, saying it's very clear Russian forces have committed war crimes and calling them depravity on innocent people. Marine veteran Willie Cancel becomes the first known U.S. citizen to die fighting alongside Ukrainian forces.
The Orange County, New York native was a corrections officer and working for a private military contracting company, according to his mother. Now, Willie flew into Poland on March 12th, crossed into Ukraine the next day. Unclear exactly how he died. His widow says helping people was his life's mission.
Fox's Griff Jenkins in Lviv, Ukraine. Cancel also leaves behind a 7-month-old son. Congress being asked to refill funding on two fronts.
President Biden is asking Congress to support a more than $30 billion aid package to Ukraine, most of that for military assistance. He's also renewing a request for more than $22 billion in COVID funding for therapeutics, vaccines, and tests. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she'll support combining those two proposals.
Time is of the essence because we need the Ukraine money, we need the COVID money. So I would hope that we can do that.
COVID funding is likely to total far less than the White House wants. A bipartisan agreement in the Senate would have locked in $10 billion. On Capitol Hill, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Stocks tumbling after another report on high inflation. The Dow's down nearly 700 points an hour to the close. America is listening to Fox News.
Every 3 seconds, there's a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name or even selling your personal info on the dark web. Protecting your identity can be easy with LifeLock by Norton. LifeLock monitors your info and alerts you to potential identity threats. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but with LifeLock, it's easy to help protect yourself. Save up to 25% off your first year at LifeLock.com with promo code NEWS.
Emergencies can happen. No power, no lights, no news. Federal agencies urge you to have an emergency radio. This emergency radio doesn't need batteries, includes a super flashlight, NOAA weather band, long-range AM receiver, FM band, and a USB for cell phones. It retails for $30, but get it free with a discounted subscription to Newsmax magazine. Go to gettheradio.com. That's gettheradio.com or call toll-free 800-NEWSMAX. 800-NEWSMAX. This radio could save your life. Order today.
Air Comfort Service Heating and Cooling weather with Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
Windy and 72 degrees this afternoon with changeable skies, and there will be some scattered showers, a couple of non-severe thunderstorms. Tonight, scattered showers, non-severe storms, mainly late tonight, 60. Saturday, scattered showers and storms, a possibility of some strong to severe weather mid to late afternoon. Saturday into Saturday evening, windy and 78. Sunday is spectacular, sunny, 73. This is 97.1 FM Talk Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
Come hang out with all of us at 97.1 May 4th.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
And so will I.
Along with some of the top thought leaders in the nation.
This is Hans von Spakowski from the Heritage Foundation. Looking forward to it.
This is Jim Carafano, and we are coming to see you in 97.1 land.
It's a full 97.1 event, along with Heritage, and you're invited. May 4th at 7 at the Elks Lodge in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's all free. Let us know you're coming at 971talk.com.
The Fed has raised rates.
But there's still time to put extra cash in your pocket with a cash out refinance from Golden Oak Lending.
I'm James Hawkins, president of Golden Oak. With home values at all-time highs and our low rates, you can pull more cash out of your home.
Call 314-567-GOLD today, while Golden Oak still has millions of dollars available.
Golden Oak Landing, showing my blue.
NMLS 114937.
This is a great time of the year to upgrade the energy efficiency in your home with my friends at Window World. Mark Cox here to tell you more about my experience with Window World. They replaced a couple of windows at my house. They were just panes of glass. We wanted to be able to get some airflow into the master bathroom. They came out, they gave us a free estimate, and then had the windows at seams installed in no time. Very professional, lifetime warranty I get, and you get an extra double strength glass on their replacement windows that's not common. So you're getting a great price, simply the best for less. They do front entry doors, rear entry doors if you're looking to replace that back door or sliding glass door in your home. They've got a great selection at Window World. They're also right now offering 18 months, same as cash financing, of course, with approved credit. The preferred window of the St. Louis Blues, 314-993-1800. windowworld.com.
When our Shane Company diamond buyers travel overseas to examine diamonds, they have everything they need to select the most beautiful stones. In-depth knowledge, experience, natural light, and an eye for beauty. When you shop with us, we want you to also have everything you'll need to select your diamond. That's why we sell our diamonds loose. We were the first jeweler in America to sell loose stones. To choose a diamond, ruby, or sapphire like an expert, you need to see the entire stone, to look at it from every angle before it's set into your jewelry. Our jewelry consultants provide everything you need to properly evaluate a stone, the tools, the correct lighting, and the knowledge. You'll compare loose stones side by side, like our diamond experts do. It's the only way you'll be sure to choose the perfect diamond for you. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and shaneco.com.
Worried about what you're breathing in? With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. Navage. Available at Navage.com.
The only person who can change your life is you, but you need to know how. Listen to my show, The Del Walmsley Radio Show, where the hype ends and the help begins.
Listen to the Del Walmsley Radio Show this Saturday afternoon from 1 to 2 p.m. on 97.1 FM Talk.
The Odyssey app is for this station and also for music stations. Get 97.1 FM Talk on your phone or pick a genre. It's all there. The Odyssey app. 971talk.com. This hour of the Annie Frey Show is sponsored by The Loading Dock. River views, outdoor dining, live music, and overnight accommodations. The Loading Dock on the river in Grafton, Illinois.
That is exactly what I needed to hear.
They got someone here knows what they're talking about.
Left up, left right, gotta love this American ride.
You need to take some time to get the full picture.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Saturday and I won't be long.
Don't get me wrong, I love the ladies. I mean, they rev my engine, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is Anchor Man, not Anchor Lady.
What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart.
Goodness sake, kid, keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
I'm not America's sweetheart.
This is the Annie Frey Show.
The toe was on my other computer. It was in a completely different computer.
The algorithm knows that you have a problem either now or coming soon.
I do not have a toenail problem.
You will.
You know what? They were listening to you insulting them, and now they're like, we're going to put these up on your screen.
Make me. I'll show Hannah my feet.
Okay.
So that she can vouch that my feet are lovely and not like that. This ad continues to pop up on, I mean, that's the way these things work, but it is following me around. I just refreshed it, so it went away, but I bet if I did it again, I don't have toe problems.
Look,
I don't know why.
The algorithm is smarter than anybody in this room. So in 3 months, that's what your toenails are going to look like. You might as well just order it.
Not like you would ever know if it were actually the case. But no, it's not. my situation. These nasty looking toenails. And the ad, I mean, I don't even know because I look away so quickly. You looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
Does it even say what is advertising?
I looked into that toe's soul. That was kind of a pun. I didn't even mean for it to be.
Actually, I think it looked into yours.
Mm-hmm. And it found it to be wanting. What was the question?
I don't know. Hannah, after in the next break, I need you to go to Ryan's office and just get onto Google. I'm going to give you a list of things.
Oh, boy.
Conditions.
Change my background to gross toe.
I thought you were going to ask me to look at his feet. I said, no.
No.
I'm going home.
No. I quit, Annie. I'm sorry it's come to this.
Annie, hey, I know, Hannah, I know this is a weird request. During the break, I need you to go into Ryan's office. Wait a minute. What? Why?
Time to go home.
This sounds like something for HR. Hannah, I don't know why I'm doing this, but Anna said that I have Anna.
That's like Olaf in Frozen 2. I don't even know it's Samantha. I don't even know it, Anna. Oh man, can we do Ask Me Anything? Are we good for that?
Sure.
Yes, let's do Ask Me Anything.
If you have anything to ask me, just go ahead.
I want the truth.
Say it.
Thank you for your honesty. You can't handle the truth. And the truth shall set you free.
All right, Hannah, what do you got?
First question is from my mother. She asked, at what age is it okay for a child or whoever to go to a concert without a parent?
Without a parent?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Ooh, and what kind of concert and where? It matters.
Just in general, how old should a child or
do you want to go
whoever
to a concert by yourself, Hannah?
No. I went to one with my friends when I was young, and I think my mom feels bad about ever saying yes.
Well, I would say that the times have certainly changed. When I was in high school in the late 90s and the early 2000s was a very, very different world than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if we're talking about going alone, I would probably say 17.
In 1964, when I saw the Beatles at Busch Stadium, I was alone and I was only 15. If
ancient,
it does depend on where though, because if you're talking about, I want to go see Matthew West at my church, you're probably okay.
Yeah, I'm
at
sure
16.
that's the problem here.
Well, it's your mom. You can find out, right?
We're talking about going to a country music concert at Riverport or whatever that is now.
Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Or
the pageant. Yeah.
Or
that's a good
something
one.
like
the
that.
pageant. That should be like the standard.
I would say that the staple has to be, it's a place where alcohol is being served. It's a party atmosphere, secular environment. When is it okay?
I guess 17, 18, right around there.
16, I know you can get there by yourself when you're 16, but I didn't go places like that alone when I was 16.
No, going into the city was a big deal.
Yes. And I would say at 17, I would start to think, yeah, you can definitely handle that by yourself. But for me, it always matters, like, who are you going with? Are you going with a group of girls? Is it a big group of girls? Do I like those girls? Are you going with a boy as a date?
Are they showing you their feet?
Oh, gosh. Lots of questions that I have. And what's the concert? Because if you go to a certain kind of concert, you can kind of expect a level of certain kinds of activities to be taking place. So
I think my first major concert outside of like a little coffee shop thing, was Foo Fighters. And I think I was 15. And my mom may have dropped me and my friends off at what was the Roberts Orpheum, I guess, or the American Theater at the time, downtown. I don't think that I would do that now, though.
I went to Kicks Fest. I think it was 1997, and I'm Googling it right now to see who was. I can't remember everybody who was there, but Kicks Fest was a huge, huge deal. And I went to Kicks Fest with my friends, and I was in junior high, and we were taken there by an adult who sat in the seats, and all of us kids sat in the lawn. So we weren't there by ourselves, but we were at the concert effectively by ourselves, if that made sense.
Kicks Fest was a radio station or a serial?
Kicks 106.5.
Okay.
Yeah. Kicks Fest, country.
Okay.
Huge, huge successful station.
To me, this isn't an age question, but a maturity question. And so I don't say, I wouldn't think that there's a certain age. I think there's a minimum, and it's going to be like around 15 or 16 or 17. But even then, there are some 17-year-olds. You're like, you're not mature enough to do this.
But to me, as a parent, I will tell you this. It's not just about the maturity of your kid. The environment matters. And if you're sending your kid who's very mature into an environment that is still very mature, it's not, my opinion, for my kids, that the maturity of the individual alone is not, it might be 50% of the factor. It might not even make it to 50% of the factor. The environment and everything else, the distance that you have to travel, the company that is going to be kept has more of an effect than that. Because honestly, if I have a child who is maybe a little bit more on the less mature side, but is being surrounded by their really mature friends that help them make good decisions and represent themselves well, I might want to encourage the behavior to be around that group of people to help my kid if I trust the collective group of kids. I think it's important to know your kids' friends and to encourage those relationships, because I know that the decisions that my kids are going to have to make are going to be much more influenced by them than me in the moment, especially, obviously if I'm not there.
Just because we're in Illinois, are you more likely to let your 16, 17-year-old go to a concert at the Pageant, which is downtown, or maybe American Theater? I don't even know if that's open anymore, though. Somewhere downtown. Or Pops,
Neither.
which is in Illinois?
Neither.
Okay.
Neither.
I was just curious.
That's terrible.
I've never been to any of them.
Oh, really? They're both good venues.
I'm sure. But not, if my kid's going by themselves, neither one of those. For sure not Pops.
I didn't know that was a concert venue.
Yeah.
I thought it was something else.
It probably is.
Well, it's next door to something else.
Oh, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Gas station.
That was a good question. Let's see. We've got some other ones.
Thanks, Mama
from
Hannah.
YouTube. AMA for Brad. Will you be doing any donuts in a golf cart next Friday? And can you explain why Balls would ask this question? Other than...
Absolutely. I will be doing donuts in the golf cart if they let me.
If they
Don't
let
do it
you.
before the show. We'll get kicked out.
Yeah, that's the point.
Are we going to see if we can play golf afterwards?
We're going to try.
Have you determined if you're available?
No, I don't know for sure. I can play some. I just don't know if I can do a full 9 or not.
Well, you need to tell us. You need to. How will you know? You
Once
gotta,
I look at my kid's soccer schedule, which I don't have in front of me.
Okay. Text your wife and ask permission.
Why don't you have that in front of you?
That's a great AMA.
It is a great one.
I don't know.
This question from Annie through Hannah. Why not? So the golf scramble, the St. Clair County Republicans golf scramble, is taking place next Friday, a week from today. We are going to be on site for this event, and we're excited. All four of us are going to be out there. Trisha's going to be out there towards the end of the show as well, and we would love if you want to sign up. There's still some availability for foursomes. It's at Tamarack in Shiloh, Friday, May 6th, noon to 3 is when we'll be broadcasting. But check in at 8 a.m. Shotgun start at 9 a.m. And it is the St. Clair County Republican Party is going to be doing this. And they asked us to come be out there, and we're pretty excited to be doing it.
We are excited. There's some great questions on here about concerts. What was Brian, I was asking, what was your first concert?
Other than Kicks Fest, which I can't remember which one I went to. I need to message my friend who I went with. My first concert that I went to by myself, I think, was the summer after my senior year. I could look it up, but it was Goo Goo Dolls and I think Third Eye Blind and Vanessa Carlton all in one concert.
Wow.
In the opposite order. Goo Goo Dolls was the headliner. Vanessa Carlton was the very opener, the opener, and everybody knew her 1,000 Mile song at the time, the piano.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think it was Third Eye Blind and then Goo Goo Dolls. I'm going to look that up.
1,000 miles. That one?
It's exactly
like that.
Yeah. Was that you there? Was that Ryan Wiggins I saw in concert?
No. I was not Vanessa Carlson. I get that a lot.
Carlton.
I wasn't Vanessa Carlson either, just so you know. And Andrew Weber says Korn when he was 13.
Ooh.
Eddie Jam says Megadeth when he was 15 at American Theater.
Is this your segment? Are you doing AMA?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just fascinating to me.
What was your first concert?
Mine was Foo Fighters.
And
that
yours?
was the first one.
Was it Third Day? I think it was Third Day.
Yeah. What
Was
about
this first concert alone or first concert ever?
Either. Whichever one's more interesting. And if they both suck, make something up.
Rascal Flats. And I
Is
got
that-
to go on stage.
She said, if
Really?
they suck,
What? Wait a
she
minute.
said if they suck, make something up.
Wait a minute. You got to Courtney
Rascal
Cox it?
Flats.
Fun fact about me is I get
She made it. That's how she made it here.
very
Yeah. That's how she got a slot on Friends.
The Annie Fry Show saw her at the concert and said, "We need her. Put her on the Annie Fry Show.
I get
Part-time."
very lucky at concerts.
You do?
Ouch.
Nate, trust me. You know.
Um,
I'm working on it.
I get very lucky at concerts, and I have my grandpa actually made me a stand to collect guitar picks that I get from concerts.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Since I go crazy and tend to get them.
That's awesome.
Who's in on stage with Rascal Flats? We got to have her.
Who's
Well,
your-
sign her right now.
That
We got to
was
have her.
different because I was little and some family member like picked me up. It was at like a country fair in Owensville, and somebody picked me up and put me on stage. It's kind of like ooh, are they going to let her go up there? And they did.
That
Do
is
I remember
awesome.
it? I remember being scared and wanting to get off.
What's your
but-
best guitar pick? It's blue. It's got some purple in it.
What's your best guitar lick? Stay comfortably numb.
Just answer my question. Ignore him.
Don't worry about mine.
Just act like he's not here.
Maybe Cole Swindell. He's a country artist. I really like him.
Does he sing something I know? I don't know that name.
Did
but
you say Mike Lindell?
he's got a platform. I don't remember what it's.
Frank
Speech. I saw on the app the other day because I went to see if True Social was available in the Play Store. And it like listed other things that people might be interested in. And I saw Frank's Speech. It was like
See?
7th under Bubble Shooter or something like that. And it said
They've
it
been fighting with
had-
Bubble Shooter
has,
all
like-
year.
It has like almost 10,000 downloads. And I was like,
Yeah, see?
got Ryan Wiggins. Let's do some more questions when we come back. You good for that?
Yes.
All right. Stick around. More Annie Fry Show around the corner. If you've got any really great questions that are just burning a hole in your pocket and you want to spend them here, we'll try to include as many as we can on the other side of this. Don't go away. More Annie Fry Show on a Friday in a minute.
Yeah, let me know my sides and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow, cause I'm in the vibes and I got my dough.
This is the Annie Fry Show. Interact with Annie on Facebook. The Annie Fry Show.
Jim Califano and Hans von Spakovsky from Heritage Foundation are joining all of us at 97.1 this Wednesday.
And you're invited. It's a full 97.1 event along with Heritage.
We'll all be there this Wednesday. Just RSVP at 971talk.com.
Cards issued by Celtic Bank, member FDIC. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's credit cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.3% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
I'm Matt Spiegel, and I'm the host of the brand new podcast, Beat the Streak Daily. Every weekday this Major League season, I will update the state of Beat the Streak. The rules are simple. Each day, pick one or two players you think will get a hit. And if they do, your streak continues. Sounds doable, right? But so far, it's been impossible to win. And with millions of dollars on the line, no one has ever gotten to 56. Subscribe now to Beat the Streak Daily, wherever you get your podcasts, and play Beat the Streak for your chance to win $5.6 million.
There's a campfire smell coming from your fireplace and pieces of brick in your yard. Who can I trust? English Sweep Certified Sweeps and Master Masons will solve all your chimney needs. Protect your investment. Get back to the important things in your life. Go to EnglishSweep.com.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Freshly. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at Freshly.com/terms.
I really want to eat better, but I don't have the time. What can I do? Go to Freshly.com. Our nutritionist-approved meals are prepared by skilled chefs and delivered to you fresh every week.
I don't have time to prep and cook.
Freshly's meals are already cooked. Just put them in the microwave for 3 minutes and you've got a hot, gourmet, delicious, nutritious meal. And now get $125 off your first 5 orders when you text BITE to 64,000. With Freshly, there's no worry about grocery shopping, ingredient checking, or hours spent prepping and cooking. Savor Freshly's variety, from comfort food classics that are carb smart and gluten-free to dairy-free options, plant-based meals, and more. And you can adjust meals and deliveries based on your schedule.
A healthy, delicious meal in 3 minutes? I have time for that.
That's Freshly.
And now get $125 off your first 5 orders when you text BITE to 64,000. That's BITE to 64,000. That's BITE to 64,000.
You know what uses the most energy in your home? Yep, it is your heating and cooling system. And especially at a time like this in St. Louis, your furnace and your air conditioner might be running in the same week, sometimes in the same day. It's not unusual. We know how it goes. Air Comfort Service is your go-to for any type of maintenance that you need to have done on either of those units. And if you are getting ready to fire up the air conditioner for the first time, I want to make sure that you've got the tune-up done that you need, that you know that it's good and working in good order. And as it is the thing that uses the most energy in your home, if something is off, this can cost you a lot of money if you don't get it taken care of. So you go to the people who are going to help you, be honest with you. And if you do get to the point where you have to replace it, they have a lot of ways to make it more affordable, with rebates and financing, 0% financing options. It's all there at Air Comfort Service. They are the BBB Torch Award winners in 2020 and an 8-time recipient of Carrier's President's Award. And hey, they also have thousands of 5-star reviews that you can check out online as well. Reach out to Air Comfort Service today by going online to aircomfortservice.com.
Hi, George Weber. Check out my alter ego, Skip Weber, every Saturday night, 9 to 11. The Saturday Evening Rock Show, the greatest rock and roll show on a talk station in the world. Don't miss it.
It's time for an $89 AC tune-up.
Chevrolet.com. The Annie Frey Show is streaming online. Watch us live on YouTube and subscribe.
You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess.
You're so little. Why are you sitting?
It's
comfortable. Your face is taking up such a tiny portion of your camera, and you were positioned directly behind your microphone. Always. Always
I'm
and
having a
forever.
good time.
This is ridiculous.
There. This is for you, camera.
Is this what you do in the mirror in the morning just to get ready for the day?
With a hairbrush as a mic. I'm just like Moesha.
And you're what?
There's a video about Moesha did that. Some random music video from probably 1997.
Woo, Moesha.
Sorry, that was
Brandy?
before you.
Brandy.
Was that who it was? Was it Brandy, not Moesha?
Well, no. I
No,
mean,
Brandy was on
is-
the show
yeah,
Moesha.
yeah.
That's right.
She is Moesha.
Yeah. Wasn't the show called Moesha?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
We agree.
Same thing.
We got some great questions coming in here for Ask Me Anything. Hannah, you want to pick back up where you left off?
Yes, we have a very interesting question.
Sounds interesting.
Would you rather be hot or cold?
Oh, that's the whole thing? Dang, that's a great question.
Brevity.
Yeah. Brevity brings sanity, which brings cleanliness, which brings godliness. What?
That's way better than the question.
That
Hot or
was
cold?
that's a great question.
I would always rather be hot. I
Mm.
don't like to be cold. It's one of my least favorite things.
Man, gosh, it's one of those that you've always wondered about your friends, isn't it? Who asked that question, by the way? Who's the genius?
Someone was really passionate about this question and really wanted to know.
So we asked, yeah.
Yeah. So we asked.
So
But
what's your answer?
Can
Answer
we,
the question.
Can we ask
Wait,
me anything questions?
This show ends at 3:00.
Okay, I'll answer, but then
Thank you.
I want to follow up with a question.
You're going to ask
And
her
we
who
have to-
asked the question.
Yeah.
Not difficult. We're skipping Brian. Brad, hot or cold?
I'd rather be hot.
I'd rather be cold.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Cold?
Yeah. Get a couple of window cutters and
Don't.
I would rather be hot or no. No,
See, this is a difficult question.
I would rather be cold because when I'm hot, I get angry.
So were you hot earlier when you were throwing stuff around out there and ripping phone booths?
That was because I knew Ryan would try to take my segment, and he did.
Yeah, I did.
So you'd rather be cold?
Yes.
Oh, man. Did you answer the question?
Yeah.
Cold.
Cold. Cold and glass cutters. Don't worry about it. If you don't know what it is, don't worry about it.
An unfortunate idea.
I want to know who asked that question so that I can give them applause.
You don't have to answer him. She's not.
You know what?
answering you.
Annie should ask the question, so you have to answer her.
No, it's not. How, let's go to the next question.
Ugh. Fine.
Especially, this is not like court. Where you?
Wait, whoa! What?
I don't know.
This is most definitely not like court.
This is where it really starts.
Yeah, this is bad.
Okay. That wasn't ask me anything. That was ask me one thing.
As I was saying.
now it's ask me anything.
Yes, as I was saying, in court, you only ask questions you know the answers to.
Here's a really good question from the Rover from YouTube.
Okay.
Do you think that Ryan could beat Elon Musk in a battle of longevity where they both are standing on a circular floating device in your pool?
No, it's a circular
CDR.
donut raft. A circular donut raft.
Yeah, this person got that wrong.
A circular floating device could be one of those flat, like a kickboard is made out of.
Mm-hmm. But it would
That
just be a
wouldn't
circle.
be a raft.
Right.
Would it?
Well, yes, but
No.
it wouldn't be a CDR.
A CDR.
Circular donut raft.
Who wins in a CDR off
Well,
between Elon Musk and Brian Wiggins?
I mean, I've got him on balance and age. He's probably a little bit bigger than me.
But he has you on physics and
intelligence.
Lots of things.
How does physics and intelligence?
How does
You're not gonna
physics go into
this,
balance?
You're not going to go into this
He probably
researching
knows-
balance and then
he-
being able to do better at
He
standing in a
probably
pool.
knows the exact position that you need to stand in to break the Guinness Book of World Record of circular donut raft balancing in a pool.
I'll give him this. He's a little bit richer than me. He probably rigged the game. He probably greased somebody's palms like you.
The water?
No.
I have little influence over your ability to balance on a pool floaty.
Here's how he could, with physics, change the water beneath him into some sort of gelatin.
He's not Jesus. Look, there he is.
Somehow he would drop like enough packets of something into the water just beneath him, and I would still
This
be
is
on water.
Ridiculous. You think you can outbalance him? If you think that you can own the Guinness Book of World Records record on this, then you have to think you can beat him.
Yeah, I do.
And it's completely not shocking. You think you can beat him?
Well, Elon Musk is a nerd.
Like how nervous he was about. Golly, don't come to me on this.
Yeah, I think Ryan can beat him because Elon Musk is too busy with like more important things.
Fair enough.
Really? Yeah. What's Ryan doing? I
He
don't know.
wins because you showed up.
Standing in a pool.
Are you asking what I think?
No, I don't care.
Oh.
And by I don't care, I
Okay.
mean more about how long. I don't care about Ryan's ability to balance. I just don't care to talk about it any longer.
Balls ask for you, Annie. Would you rather let a spider crawl across your face or be forced to watch The View for 24 hours straight?
View. There's nothing happening where spiders. I'm willfully allowing a spider to crawl across my face. No way. No. Mean question.
I'm going to pull an Annie Frey here. I don't care. I don't care about anybody's opinions.
It's not. That's not what I said.
Do you guys have any AMAs? Ryan, I heard you earlier saying that you had one.
Brad has three.
I have three. My first AMA is if you could replace any body part with
On the show?
Yeah, any part of your body with a bionic part that would be better than the original, what part of it would be?
Don't come to me on this. Boy, that's a great question though, Brad. we all been thinking it. Gosh. If I had to, okay, I'm going to answer first for Annie. Annie's going to say both big toes because she knows what's coming based on the algorithm. She knows she's going to have some fungus that she's going to have to be dealing with. And might as well just lop those things off now and replace it with a couple of robot big ones.
Brad, do you have another question?
I do.
You had to know that
I
that
had
was going to be
to
a
know.
problem, didn't you?
That was the first one that popped in my brain because I didn't have my phone open. All right. Let's try this one. All right.
No, Hannah, I want to hear what Hannah says about that question.
I don't know.
And
Next.
Annie. Annie can't put it together.
All right, Ryan.
What's your answer? What's your bionic
My heart.
appendage?
My heart.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Your heart. That's
sweet.
nice.
Well,
That's so sweet.
Well,
no. I've had 3 heart attacks. I want a heart that's not going to have a heart attack.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
All right.
good. Yep.
So the other
Okay.
question was, if you could travel 10,000 years in the past to a cave that you knew that some person would discover and write a cave painting on it, what would you write to mess with people?
And Hannah, what's your bionic part first? Annie, what's your bionic part? No? Okay.
Answer is cave question.
Okay, cave question. Well, you go. You clearly thought through this. What is your answer, Brad?
What?
Yeah, what did you
I feel
think
like these
that
are
made
really
you?
complex.
Yeah.
Yes, this is really complex. Okay, you got a cave that will be discovered by anthropologists in the near future. If you could travel 10,000 years in the past and write something on the wall of that cave that would mess with those people, what is it you would write? What would you put on the
I know,
wall
but
of the cave?
you thought through. What is your answer?
No, I haven't thought this
Oh,
through.
gosh. Okay. I would write bionic PP.
What?
So stupid. I was trying to keep it clean. It's a PP. This is a Friday for sure.
Yes, it
Is anybody else coming in to save us?
No.
This is it, huh?
Yep.
Okay. So we got to carry it now. Brad, you jerk.
I'm not the jerk because you can't handle yourself, Ryan.
We discovered this cave in the Himalayas, and it says in English, bionic PP. What the heck?
I'm not mad at any of these questions. I just don't know how you didn't see where this was going to go.
My wife just sent me and asked me anything. She said, "Are you a 13-year-old boy?" Annie?"
Oh man, we gotta go to break. We gotta go to break.
We're way early, but let's just do it.
I need to go to
There's
break.
nothing else to do
I'm
here.
laughing too hard. I gotta go to pee. I don't.
If you can, I can't believe you asked that with a straight face.
He was so passionate about it.
He was serious. Yeah, and then he had such a genuine answer. It was so nice. And
His
thoughtful.
answer was fantastic.
Yes.
It's the best part of it. Happy Friday. We'll be right back.
You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing. And you keep thinking that you'll never get burned.
You're listening to the Annie Frey Show.
I just found me a brand new
Interact with Annie on Facebook. The Annie Frey Show.
and what he knows you ain't had time to learn.
The Mark Reardon Show.
FM Talk political insider Scott Jennings.
Joe Biden does frequently all the wrong things for all the wrong reasons. And I believe they think they're trying to buy off votes for this midterm. If that's what they're doing, it's pretty bad.
Weekdays from 3 to 6 on 97.1 FM Talk.
Updating your home with James Hardie Siding has never been more popular. With all the options available, you need a partner to ensure you maximize your investment. Siding Express is ready to refresh the appearance of your home or totally transform the look by installing Hardie Shake, Board and Batten, lap siding, or a stone accent to make it your dream home again. Siding Express is an elite preferred James Hardie contractor. They also carry Anderson and Marvin windows and doors. Need ideas? Go to sidingexpress.com and schedule a free, no obligation consultation today. sidingexpress.com.
You want to retire soon, but everyone keeps telling you to wait until you're 65. After all, that's the age that you qualify for Medicare and you're close to full retirement age. I'm Marvin Mitchell, president of Compass Retirement Solutions. In my new book, Retire Early, the 9 critical decisions when retiring before 65, I discuss proper planning to help make early retirement possible. When to take Social Security, what to do with your 401k, healthcare, how to maximize retirement income, and much more. Get a complimentary copy of Retire Early by calling 1-800-743-8510. That's 1-800-743-8510. Can you retire early? Call 1-800-743-8510 for your copy of Retire Early. the 9 critical decisions when retiring before 65.
Investments and services offered through Compass Retirement Group, a registered investment advisory in Missouri and Illinois. Compass Retirement Solutions is not affiliated with the U.S. government or any governmental agency.
This is Matt Crowder live at the gas station on 41st Street, reporting on those skyrocketing gas prices. Excuse me, miss, are you buying less gas now because of the high prices?
Oh, I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute, are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Well, does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow. Well, there you have it. Stop paying full price for gas. Download the free Upside app and get real cash back every time you buy gas. This is Matt Crowder Radio News Network. Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BREAK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BREAK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code BREAK.
Everybody knows you gotta get it at Clement. Everybody knows you gotta get it at Clement. Find the car you want, new or used. Get it at Clement, get pre-approved. Everybody knows you gotta get it at Clement. Everybody knows you gotta get it at Clement. ClementAutoGroup.com.
Thomas helping in the retirement advisory group. This is
Just give up. Don't even try it.
This is not fair to Thomas.
Okay, then do it. Go ahead.
Come on.
All right.
You want to come slap me in the face? Tell me.
Yes, I do. Can't imagine what your reaction would be if I actually did that. Get it together and do it live.
I would punch you back. Delayed.
Okay, starts now. No, it's not. Okay, never mind then. We're not. This is a commercial break. We're not in a segment.
This is not good.
What do you want to do?
It's Brad's fault.
I know.
It's Brad's fault.
We all know that.
Maybe if I feel inspired during the segment, I should talk to them about Thomas Elbig.
Just right in the middle of it.
60 seconds.
Just stop. Yep.
I can do it.
Okay.
I can do
all
it.
right,
I'm
ready?
a professional. No. Keep talking. I gotta take a drink of water.
All right.
You gotta say stuff. Say stuff.
So I'm saying some stuff. What up? What's up? What's up, St. Louis?
That was the wrong idea.
Okay. Yeah.
You know it's not funny.
Okay. Send this whole thing to Thomas.
Yeah. Thomas Elbig is in all fairness and on honesty, of all of the people who have been supportive of 97.1 for so long, Thomas Elbig is one of the people who have been along with us on this 97.1 family ride for so long, helping people like you and eventually me when I get to be that time in my life where I'm looking at retirement being right around the corner. If you are 55 or older and retirement is upon you and you need to move to a place where you are getting ready to pay yourself from the retirement as opposed to constantly be saving and sacrificing, Thomas Elbig is your guy. He's going to be able to get you in the right mindset so that when you get to retirement, it's worry-free, which is priceless. 314-993-9494. That's 314-993-9494. A no-cost, no-obligation retirement review. Go see him and get a second edition of his book, Your Key to a Worry-Free Retirement. Like I said, it is a priceless thing, and he has helped so many other Annie Frey Show listeners. He can help you as well. You can visit him online at retirementkey.com.
You're listening to the Annie Frey Show live from the Air Comfort Service Heating and Cooling Studios. Get in your comfort zone with a new HVAC system. Double carrier cool cash rebates for a total of $143 are available on qualifying new HVAC systems. For details, visit aircomfortservice.com.
Up to the minute traffic reports, so you don't have to keep looking at your phone. Dependable traffic on 97.1 FM Talk. Driven by Ambassador Midwest Floor Company, the best way to deal with in-home traffic. Experience more at Ambassador Midwest Floor.
I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you.
You're listening to the Annie Frey Show. Follow Annie on Twitter at Annie Frey Show.
A whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. So we apologize for everything that just happened in general. Mostly, I'm apologizing for this time. I guess it's Brad, not Ryan.
Oh yeah, this is not Ryan. People are giving me credit where credit is not due. I did not derail that segment. Brad did not think through his questions.
No, he thought through. We just couldn't handle it.
You're right.
This is probably more of a judgment on us.
It is.
There you have it.
You have a third question though.
Yeah, but we're not going to ask that.
No?
No, we'll ask. You want it?
Yeah.
I want it.
I don't know if we can
makes you-
handle it, but bring it.
I don't know. Maybe not. Ryan can't handle this. Ryan, cover your earmuffs. What word makes you cringe?
Oh, man. Everyone says moist. I don't have a problem with that word.
Okay, then we'll use it more.
Do you see how Hannah just took over the host chair?
Yes, I do.
She's using my mic.
Well, the problem is Hannah or Brad were blocking people inappropriately in the break. And
Well,
now-
we were each attempting to block somebody inappropriately, and somebody else got caught up in the crossfire.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things when there's a firing squad, you don't know who has the live bullet. We both clicked block, and we're not sure who accidentally blocked.
When I walked in
our-
here, there's G-Wibs. G-Wibs, you're going to be back on the YouTube here in no time.
Sorry
I
about
walked
that.
in here and they said Brad blocked somebody on YouTube, and it has slowly turned into it's probably Hannah.
Yeah, it really
is
did.
morphed.
And it wasn't Hannah. But he has convinced us more and more that it could have been Hannah, like
Could
a
have been.
professional lawyer.
It could have been.
But there's really no way for G-Wibs to know that it was an accident. You've apologized
Let's
to the
just
rest of the
agree
people.
and say it was Ryan.
Yeah, it
How
was
about
Ryan.
that?
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, but it is I'm you know what? I'll take responsibility. My bad, G-Wibs. I didn't mean to do that. We were trying to block the person.
We're getting tons of weird ads.
Yeah.
For hot people.
Toenail fungus.
No, not that one. The ones they were
You
trying
like
to
that
block
one.
are from hot video chats.
Yeah, we can blame hot boys and girls
yes,
for
you can.
G-Wibs getting blocked accidentally.
I think he's back. Anyway, what was your the word that you don't?
It's the word that makes you cringe. When you hear it, what word makes you cringe?
I don't like the word panties. We've talked about this before.
gonna
Or
say that.
panty. It's underwear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
I don't like the word chunky.
Chunky.
Chunky? Why?
I don't.
Like in reference to food or people?
So
Chunky.
Campbell's chunky soup, a no-go for you?
No, especially when it's talking about food. Why would you ever want to eat anything that's chunky?
Dude, chunky
Ryan,
soup's
what do you
pretty
like
good
to eat
point.
that's chunky?
I like a big chunky piece of peanut butter fudge. Does that sound okay?
No.
No?
No.
Is there anything that could be described chunky that sounds good?
No.
I don't have any words. I have no words that bother me. So
Really?
yeah,
blown away
nothing
by
is
that.
off limits.
Do you have a word?
Yes. The plural for mask.
Masks?
Yeah. I don't like that at the end.
I can't argue with that. I kind of like that one. No, I mean, I kind of like your
Answer.
yeah, your answer.
So you can,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
any word that ends like that makes me go, ugh.
Yeah.
Hunter on YouTube says secrete.
Okay.
I kind of like that one.
What about the
Secret-
word pus?
No.
What
Okay.
about the words chunky pus? What about the words?
If it's on the label, I'm not buying it.
Secrete chunky pus.
If that's on a soup, I'm just skipping that one. Yeah, I'm going straight for the next brand. I don't even care if it's the store
You
brand.
know that's the off brand.
We have a
Mhm.
listener from YouTube that says chocolate chunk cookies. I like those, but I don't
Oh.
like the name.
Oh, sounds kind of hypocritical.
Would you still eat them?
Yes. Take the label off and we're fine.
I don't know. There are other words that I don't like, but I can't think of them right now. Just try not to use them.
How about the word clothes? Do you know anybody who says the TH very hard? Because I always just say clothes.
Close. It's like I close the door.
Yes.
I mean, that's really how you
That's
spell
kind of how you say it, right? Because somebody I know says deliberately every time. No, it's not you. Do you? I don't say
It
it.
felt
No,
like you
I
were
don't know.
saying one of us in the room
You
say
say-
it
you
like
say I
that.
say
It's
other
my
things
wife.
wrong.
It's my wife.
Is it?
Yeah. She says every time she says clothes, she says clothes. She deliberately pronounces
Do you know
the
why
TH.
she says it that way?
I know
She
because I'm
knows it
usually not
annoys
wearing
you.
any. You know what you need to
We
do
were
is put
so
on some
close.
clothes.
We were so close.
We were so clothed.
You're getting the mail, honey. You need to put on some clothes.
What?
Yeah.
Probably
You're
not
cutting the
gonna-
grass, honey.
Let's see if we have any other questions that might be better. Let's see. Larry from Facebook asks, how long after election results do new members take office?
Depends on the office. How long after election results do new members take office? Like, for instance, if you, November election. Congress takes office like the first day back after the Christmas, New Year's break. So it's usually like January 2nd or 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And then the president, if it gets inaugurated January 20th-ish, because isn't it the Tuesday? Or is it always? It's not always the 20th.
I thought it was the 20th, but I could be wrong.
Probably one of those things where it's like the first Tuesday after the third.
Is it Easter or is it Christmas?
And there's a full moon.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So it just depends on the office.
That's an interesting question. Seems like you could have asked Google.
Rude.
Wow, Ryan?
What? I mean,
rude.
You told Hannah earlier that you didn't care about what
That's
she
totally
said.
different. You are attacking a listener.
That's not. Thank you for understanding that. So I'm glad somebody here does. And Brad, you do too.
No, this is Ask Me Anything. You can ask whatever you
trying
want.
to make Brad mad.
But then we can
over.
also answer whatever we want.
No, I am going to clarify, since you didn't understand it before. I was not interested in what Hannah had to say. I was not interested in the topic anymore that had something to do with you, which I don't remember what it was.
I don't know what you're saying right now sounds like backpedaling to me.
Oh, I'm not.
This is a question for Annie. Our listener, Mike G from YouTube says, Annie, as a kid, I worked on a horseradish farm down the road from where you grew up. Did any family members of yours work at the horseradish farm?
My husband did. He worked on a horseradish farm. I think he was like 15 or 16, but he had asthma. And I think if I know the story correctly, I mean, it's not easy to work around horseradish because the pungent nature of horseradish is
really
not. Which part?
Even in just digging it out of the ground.
Yeah, yes, to be around it.
I didn't know that.
And I think as the story goes, he had like an asthma flare up due to the working with horseradish and had to stop.
Collinsville is the horseradish capital of the world.
Mm-hmm.
We're very proud of that.
Ask me anything. Who likes horseradish?
Ooh, I do.
Yeah, I do. Mainly for shrimp.
No.
No. Yes. If you've ever been to a Lutheran sausage supper, you ever?
That's a tongue twister.
It's a very Lutheran thing to do around here, and they have sausage and it's green beans and mashed potatoes and just kind of a German meal.
Fest.
And they always have that. I think it's Hansfelder horseradish. I think I don't know. They sell that at the grocery stores around here too, and it's delicious. I love horseradish.
Discharge is another word.
Ew. Thanks for adding that in there.
Yeah. A couple people talking about the event next week on Wednesday. We should talk about that because that's going to be a lot of fun. We're all going to be there. Well, Hannah, are you going to be there? Do you know?
Yes.
You are. Okay. Thanks for saying that with such confidence. It looks like
you're
not. Brad and I and Mark Cox and Mark Reardon are all going to be at this event with Heritage, with Jim Carafano, with Hans von Spakovsky. Did I not say Annie?
You did not.
Oh, man. Well, Hannah will be there.
We're working on a guest honor. We'll let you know when Hannah gives us a response. We're talking to her agent.
But it's free. So everybody can come. You just sign up at 971talk.com.
/events.
I will be there.
And then
Great.
we'll have a chance for them to win VIP access on Monday.
Yes.
And Tuesday.
Couple chances on Monday.
Yep. And also listen to the Reardon show and the Cox show because they'll be giving away VIP access as well.
Awesome.
Yep, all day. Well, I think Reardon may actually give away a pair of tickets today. I mean, they're free anyway. These are VIP tickets if you want to win those. And then we'll be giving them away all day, Monday and Tuesday, because the event is Wednesday.
Right.
So, tune in. We were going to give them away today, but we said, let's wait and give them away all on Monday and Tuesday. So
yeah,
I'm projecting that Mark Reardon's going to give away some.
We have a lot of things going on. It's exciting to be back up and doing things again. So that event is May 4th. I will be doing the Vitae Foundation Tuesday, May 17th with Rachel Campus Duffy. May 6th is the Golf Scramble. We'll be out at Tamarack and Shiloh.
That's a week from today.
Yes, it is.
And we need to do the poll. We need to get to the poll.
YouTube poll.
Yeah, we can get that pulled up and we'll react to that. I don't know that I have officially, I don't know that I officially said what I thought about this, but you can tell us what the poll is and give us the results.
That's the wrong poll.
Is the failing Biden administration which one of the following? This inept, this calculating, or is it not failing? And Brad, your answer?
I said it was ineptitude. Never attribute to malice that which can be easily explained by incompetence.
And I said not failing. I'm a big fan.
You said calculating, right?
I said calculating.
And you think that they are...
Depending on the issue, again, but with the border being in the news right now, I mean, the border's almost never left the news for the last year and a half. That issue to me seems like it's calculated.
Okay. Did you have a thought on it?
I did. I voted that it's inept. I don't have a smart response like Brad did for the situation.
Hey,
but
next time we'll just get some
do
quotes,
you want one?
And you can just draw one out of a cat and read it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, boom.
Our poll results are pretty interesting for this.
All right, let's hear them.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Most of them said good job, right? He's doing fine.
69% of, first of all, we had 113 votes. And once again, the question is the failing Biden administration which of the following? This inept, this calculating, or it's not failing? 69% of the people voted this inept. Only 26% of the people voted this calculating, and 5% of the people voted it's not failing.
Wow. 5% of people.
Mm-hmm.
That means we got probably at least 5% Democrats listening.
Yeah, I would think so. There have to be people who, as we said, or as I was explaining earlier in the show, if we were to have the same election that we had last time, if we were to run it again right now, knowing what we know now about this president, which we didn't really know beforehand because he was not challenged and he didn't have to really go anywhere or do much. If people had the opportunity to vote again, I don't think that Biden would win. But there are definitely people who would absolutely still vote for Biden to try to defeat Trump, because that is the only thing that matters to them. Don't you think so?
And that makes me mad.
Yeah, that's kind of how we got to this. Do you think that's the case, right? You know, do you know anybody like that?
With Trump, yes, but with any Republican at this point, I don't know. If it were any other Republican, yes, yeah, I think regardless, there's people I know who, no matter what, would vote Democrat just because it's Democrat, not because of policy. You could have conversations with them and they could say things that sounded conservative or highly critical of what Democrats are currently doing and still would vote Democrat just because that's what they do.
The key thing is to keep Trump away. And it's, you know, it's something that I think about going into a 2024 presidential election. If Donald Trump is to run and they're not running a Joe Biden, I wonder what that contingent of people is that would still vote right now for Joe Biden because they'd literally rather have anything but Donald Trump in that seat. Like,
so selfish.
It absolutely is.
Yeah. It's got to be social issues, right? There's nothing else you could point to that would be like, oh, he's doing this better.
I just think it's Trump.
It's
just Trump.
It's just orange man bad.
It's just Trump. It has nothing to do with policy. All right, this was one for the books.
Made it.
I don't even know if I spoke in that second segment. I don't think I did.
I don't know.
The Mark Reardon Show's coming up next, folks. Don't go away.
I'm not a American sweetheart. So
Finding great